rural politics, my dear main person, and said you bet to sign for Titi. Now, which you know, what can you maybe say by I said you or two by all that. It's really what was idea. Oh, yeah. So, yes, sir. Now, we did, and I will send. And see, by a tear for one of me brave. And can come up in a man in somewhere, okay. A fast school, some someday, only up. And see, made me say, your best friend, a power one. Your best friend, na mama baby, I have bear me and Sabi. Now, you know, be shame, I won't cry. Sabi, Jubilee House, no, and yet, you won't have 20 and the oh, Muhammad Aroma, a Muhammad. Na me kasanka a brother a kwabeba anke we say shepu no Jubilee House then kind of minister for any departmental heads ni na wo na mani moti ho na omo so ya so omo like say na ye de niema e bi akwan a eni ha insuo sem school sem san niema ni na enti empoto say ukwada nyumre na no back to constituency and mo amube ho say ye di nukure akire mafo eti say osie wo say e pa wo ho a anka e mefia na ama DC and ye candidate mo ma ye hu ahemfo a ebetimi aba na ye be ye hu hihye dina na ye ne omo hia na ensemo ye ka no ye be kuti egu krata so ama ochina 70 obi be tina wani na se to abama me a na enye se fa bi no de wudie na emo sumu a opeso sumu nti ene wo yesa de me mama se mo wa bebre ye be sa gina ama pani eni me nuanu ma me ne omba nyina adamwase odokura ma kire no ama me ho edwire me nanso osia wo ye sha obo se ye nu hamo mo fa sa akonwa yi emfa mu ye ni ehwe ni befumaba no china ye dia nsawo akawasa ya mishira bebre wahini enkoso na o man nyina so tupo ye da se
dodo no yanya no emu bia mpini wa obekasa ma Akwatia ana media nanka misusu se MPP for no na wa se wo mo jai sa city mai efri se ye ne president teteso ye ne DC wo ha ye pe MP abesemu na wo mo afa adwene e de aprempuntu amam sabre NDC ewo 2/3 majority ewo parliament dia ye pese ye bia no ye betime ayo na 88 no ode ba akoko kan se 87 ode ba akoko kan ho a 88 stay muntimi nya we dia mbetime aya ne workout ne press conference Mope Empia, Oko Pre Akwatia Bremo, Oko Pre Ensupa Bremo, Oko Pre Sukua Daya Bremo, Oko Pre Ajuma Bremo, Ana Mope Empia, Oko na yaka semba kumienua, or say workout, Wamo sorry, na yakoya press conference. Boto meswa, wakoji na katriadi, na sadi wenjia kwa itieno, na saa netiana. Ezu enti say mejira ha lawyer beka ya ho a 2/3 no wo ho no beka ya ho a na ya pe bi asoma no ade Akwatia mpuntu aba ya benye obi na ade afane so no de aba enti MPP NDC CPP ufri hankwa ya wadwe se ya open mpuntu a ya mfama lawyer Bernard Bediako
For me, the NDC candidate was an attack. Look, they came for this 1 week for me, they were dressed even inappropriately. I saw the deputy secretary in a certain khaki. It looks like they are not perturbed by the death of our beloved, of our brother. General Sedun Ketia was just in a certain smock. I saw my brother Yamin in a certain t-shirt. In fact, the candidate himself, he was in a white attire also, white or pink attire. And when General Sedun Ketia was coming, he was doing the sign. Very, very inappropriate. You saw it. You are coming for the former MP's 1 week observation, and you are rather coming, signaling that there will be a certain death, there will be a certain chaos, and you are doing this. Very inappropriate. They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting against the inappropriateness of the addressing. For me, it was so bizarre, and I do not understand. Look, recently, the NDC lost, you know, some of their ministers. We went there. A lot of our MPs were there. I was there. We were appropriately dressed. You are coming for a 1 week observation, and chairman is in a certain colored smock, the deputy general secretary in a khaki, the candidate himself in a white or pink attire, and they are the national chairman doing the sign. What kind of life is this? What kind of attitude is this? They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting.
The actions, the attacks they had worn triggered the protest from the
particularly the sign. From I saw him, I personally saw him. Even when he was coming, they were coming to the days to greet the dignitaries. He was right behind me and he was doing the sign.
As we said, Japan, it's Yama, Waye Kakra. It was been funny cram rebel. Nemo, a dear Hiani Titru, and he said, Sir Hamwa, Moma lawyer, and Mecane Onwa Abemu, Sebea Munia Bibia, a bebena so, no affair, no abea mamu. Lawyer Bernard, Bibia wouldn't let me do anyone. Only that find that. Yamika, a brother brave, neck with India, I owe you.
Sababona Yabono. Sir, we are a Dianani, not Ua, and says a Brotuni, Befa Wakuna, so Dabida, a Dianani Ua, a Dianani Dia. Yamam quite and net, Yamam quite now. Why am I far so I'm a tete and as for me, I don't care who be able. Mommy and share and as me and you know. Come on to Abano, ye, Montuni, Yamo beyond the toy idea. Obian Fanny Sita Cram the toy idea now, on fat, greater being for sugar, no being Russia, with the development. I'm a boy, and when run on so, me so be I say, Yamaboa Tuesday, and a pack, Obian sorry, Obian Fan one day, I'm sorry, Waka. No go to Naba. Police one am one, I'm a boy on buying. And you are racing, I'm the boy on buying. The man I'm a woman, but I want to my baby, Munka Dadam. The Aka never make sure, sir, the Babam vote in home buying. Near the results now, Muhiano, Abraham.
Tietiano. Sa, and the pressure not a costo, Quite no be a 7 year. June 11th for a court to say Ampa Onini, the rightfully elected member of Parliament for Akwatia. So as 7 years, 26 days per and a free. 26 days. Into they are not ODNI lawyer, ODNI making a court. So our lawyer no say, now also Obegina, I'm not in this for. Let me say, thank you for Akwatia for Mama Fasa Akoniano and Ma Sa lawyer, young from the Solomon. Yami, Asubedu, Nayanko. Nana, yeah, Dubia, Ennis, Castle, Obeye, Ama, Akwatia, Ebabua, Kwame, Asubedu, Nawaye, Ama Akwatia.
As I think you say yes, sir. in Pefe, and Queen Abafayo. That's what you mean, no man. And one area, you ever send a idea. Fisiwan, Koya, we need it. I best said you may agree. Come yourself,
and yes, your mamma transfer Dumino, Madama, and your Bapayo. I just will be able so. The general Penny and Emo, Eddie P. Any Yako, and my area. Me, when you're the baby, the stranger may say, oh, my baby partner. And the teacher only said, your teacher will classic a crap. The child said, no, you and you. Now, would there be so and yet there be. Maybe the who are politics, my dear main person may. And Mr. Sabio, who had to sign for Titi. Now, would you know when you know what can you maybe say by Sabio? O tún bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀ èso ni mo wà fún egusi adìẹ no ó nyẹ sẹ ó yẹ sáà na wò dín ẹna wò sẹ nti ẹ bá yẹ tie kọmọ no bebree nkankan no na pina maa hin n'asẹm a ọka yẹ no ẹ fa school sẹm deɛ ẹhu yẹ paa nti mẹjimẹji sẹ yẹ bẹ srẹ sẹ kwan wọ ho a yẹ bẹ srẹ nananom na nananom ama yẹ bẹ yẹ bi ahemfo bẹ mmiɛnsa bi. Na yɛne wo mbɛyɛ nhyia mu kɛseɛ ɛwɔ nkran sɛbio Jubilee House no ɛnyɛ yɛn ho ɛfɛ nti ɛne ɛwɔ hɔ mo amadaroma ɛyɛ mo amofie na meka sɛ anka ɛbenada ɛkwan bɛba ho a anka yɛbɛyɛ saa nhyia mu no ɛwɔ Jubilee House sɛ nkran na ministerfoɔ ɛne departmental heads ne nyinaa wɔ na nam anim mo te hɔ na ɔmo nso yɛasɛ ɔmo lai sei na yɛde nneɛma ebi a akwan a ɛnni ha nsuo sɛm school sɛm saa nneɛma no nyinaa eti ɛnkpɔtɔ sɛ wukuada nwumire a nananom bɛba back to constituency ha no mo a mo bɛhu sɛ yɛde nukurɛ akyerɛ mo afɔ eti sɛ ɔseɛ wo sɛ ɛkwa wɔ ho a anka yɛmbɛfiri a ne ama DC ɛne yɛ candidate mo ma yɛhu ahemfo a ɛbɛtumi aba no a yɛbɛyɛ ho hyehyɛ nyinaa na yɛne ɔmo ahyia na nsɛm a yɛaka no yɛbɛkuta egu krataa so ama ɔkyena sɛm nti obi bɛgyina wɔ anim na ɔsɛ to aba ma me a na ɛnyɛ sɛ fɛw bi na ɔde wo nie na emu som a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsom wo nti ɛna ɔyɛ saa deɛ no me mama sɛ mo wa bebree yɛbɛsan gyina ɛma panin ɛne me nuanom a me ne ɔmo bɛyɛ nyinaa Adam was Doctor Machere, a mamma would dream. Now, so Osiawo, a show was there, ye knew Hamo. Mufas Akome, and Family, near Henry Bifmaba, no China, Yadia, and Sao Akawasa. Yamisha be brave. Why he didn't Koso? Why he didn't Koso? Now, man, ask to go. Let us see.
Don't know, Yanyalo. Emu bia mpini wa obeka sama Akwatia ana media nanka misusu se MPP for no na wa se wo mo jai sa city man efri se ye ne president teteso ye ne DC wo ha ye pe MP abesemu na wo mo afa adwene e de aprempuntu amam sabre NDC our 2/3 majority, our parliament. The ayapese yobiano, yabeti meyo. Na 88 no. Ode ba akoko kan say 87. Ode ba akoko kan ho 88. Stay muntimi nya we, the mbeti meya ne walk out ne press conference. Mope Empia, Oko Pre Akwatia Bremo, Oko Pre Nsupa Bremo, Oko Pre Sukua Daya Bremo, Oko Pre Ajuma Bremo, Ana Mope Empia, Oko na yaka semba kumienua, or say walk out, Wamo sorry, na Akwatia press conference. Boto meswa, Wakoji na Katriadi, na said ye wenjia kwaitiano, na sa netiana. Enti say Major ha lawyer Bekaya one. Toothpaste no ho. No Bekaya one. Na ya pebi asoma no ade Akwatia mpuntu aba. Ya benye obi na ade afane so na ode aba. Enti MPPO, NDCO, CPPO. Ufri hankwa ya wadwe se ya open puntu a ya mfama lawyer Ghanian bedi ako
For me, the NDC candidate was an attack. Look, they came for this 1 week. For me, they were dressed even inappropriately. I saw the deputy secretary in a certain khaki. It looks like they are not perturbed by the death of our beloved, of our brother. General Sedun Ketia was just in a certain smock. I saw my brother Yamin in a certain t-shirt. In fact, the candidate himself, he was in a white attire also, white or pink attire. And when General Sedun Ketia was coming, he was doing the sign. Very, very inappropriate. You saw it. You are coming for the former MP's 1 week observation, and you are rather coming, signaling that there will be a certain death, there will be a certain chaos, and you are doing this. Very inappropriate. They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting against the inappropriateness of the addressing. For me, it was so bizarre, and I do not understand. Look, recently, the NDC lost, some of their ministers. We went there. A lot of our MPs were there. I was there. We were appropriately dressed. You are coming for a 1 week observation, and chairman is in a certain colored smock. The deputy general secretary in a khaki. The candidate himself in a white or pink attire. And they are the national chairman doing the sign. What kind of life is this? What kind of attitude is this? They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting.
The actions, the attacks they had worn triggered their protest from the
particularly the sign. I saw him, I personally saw him. Even when he was coming, they were coming to the days to greet the dignitaries. He was right behind me and he was doing the sign.
Enti ama waye yi kakra eti osime fa ne kra mremo nemo ade ehia ne titiro ene se enhamu a momma lawyer emeka ne ho wo aban mu se be ya muhie bibia ebe ben aso no wahwe no abaya mamu lawyer bena bibia wodi nyame di wani mu a woni ra kwenda nyame ka ho e brada mra wie no na ekuni ndie ayo de e damase
sadabona ya bono se uye aduanani na uwu a ensese bretu ni be fa wakonya se obi dabida aduanani wu a aduanani le di ade ya ma om kwan enne ya ma om kwan tina kwan a mo fa so a amatete eneskumi a don kan ya hu bi emu mo mi ense eneskumi ani onyam na mo ntu aba no yie muntu ni yie o ya ma obi a mbeto ya adwen obi anfa ni sika akra mbeto ya adwen na onfa grade bi ko si ba bi no bi en ra se me be development amoboa enwura no so me show bibia se ya me boa Tuesday anopa obi an sorry obi anfa modern an sorry waka no nko tu na aba police won am wa na mo sha mo boy ho ban enti en se wa reso mo se am be boy ho ban na man am wo mu no ko de mo tu ma ba wi a mo nko da dem ya ka ne be make sure say de be bom vote no ho ban near the results na mu hia no abraham ofi
tietia no sa na ne pressure no na e kosro court no be di asem no wiye be June 11th for a court no say ampa onini the rightfully elected member of Parliament for Akwatia So 26 days per and a free. 26 days. Into Diana Odianim lawyer, Odianim medino court. So our lawyer no say, now also Obegina, ama NDC4. Let me say, thank you for Akwatia for Mama Fasa Akoniano and Ma Sa lawyer, no young from Solomon. Amen. Assumedu. Na yanko. Nana. Yeah, Dubia, Ennis, Castle, Obeye, Ama, Akwatia, no. Ebabua, Kwame, Assumedu, Nawaye, Ama Akwatia.
Omeye Asukon and Akwatia and Sir Martin the First. And he shall be the Queen. Asoria.
Sabi, you see, it's your young one. And yes, Anna, you have and that's no more. NDC former MP Odi Chrome have 4 years. And the Empire or your mamma bet with the Musaki. Oh, yeah, women, yeah, what does he ever bring? I've met the international. I share and this to me. Okuna 4 in the bush and 4 with Jow Moe. You bet it's no more records here, and say. Over to Abanama and the committee, or Sina name Solomon, or Sina name, or bad down in Washington, and you didn't
as I didn't say yes, sir. In perfect in Ukraine, I want fire. That's what you mean, your man. And one area, you ever send a idea. Fisiwan, Koya, we need it. I best said you may agree. Comes here for every 3 million.
A man must be formidable. So that no matter the adversity, he stands tall, focused, and resolute. All that can be held at me have already been attacked. As the days are going by, time has shown great vindication. The Bank of Ghana, the IMF, and even the NDC kingpins are now admitting on many matters that Bawumia was right. What more can they say about me now? In our history, when all has been said of a candidate and yet he remains standing, victory is the logical next step that awaits him. Correct. The accounts have a saying that Openi Dwe Mate Mate. To wit, a wise leader must at times appear aloof, yet when it is required, be willing to take the difficult decision. That is who I am. I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is what I bring to the leadership of the MPP and the leadership of Ghana. That is what makes a leader balanced and formidable. Dear delegates, the most important desire in the hearts of all our colleagues is a win in 2028. We have to put our best foot forward as we rebuild our party towards that election. To win in 2028, we must not just talk unity, we must live it.
When I was giving lectures and campaigning for the party to come into office in 2016, they did not say I was a Maprusima, a Nona, or a Muslim. When my campaign in the north made the difference in our winning the 2020 election, they did not say I'm a Maprusima, a Nona, or a Muslim. when Samira was campaigning the length and breadth of Ghana for this party, they did not say she was.
Government is broke, The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Government is broke, The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say,
All right, a very good morning to you and you're welcome to the program. It's Good Morning Ghana and today is the 1st of September 2025. You're welcome to the new month and by the principles of state policy, we have an opportunity to join a conversation in being at the right side of history, at least in the building of this nation, Ghana. All right, let's go through the headlines of the newspapers to start with and then later we get into the issues. I start off with the Daily Graphic, and on the front page of Daily Graphic it says, ensure violence-free election in Akwatia, religious leaders appeal to NDC MPP. Government moves to revoke forest mining laws. NDC MPP face-off in Akwatia, who claims bragging rights tomorrow? And that's the biggest headline on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic, Greater Home Fair successful exhibitors are the ones talking. Margins ID groups expertise makes Ghana card global model. Ghanaian Times. Galamsey fight ramps up as Minister seeks LI 2462 repeal. Akofe Toko Chief constructs 5 mechanized water system for community. Akwatia by-election set for tomorrow. Government moves to control travel expenditure at UNGA 2025. Late Issa YY remembered for role in Ghana's digital transformation. Daily Guide. NIA chairman praises margins group ID group over Ghana card. OT region records 22,000 typhoid cases. Wow. Who leads MPP? Race for flag bearer begins. It comes to the pictures of Mahmoud Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Yaose Duchum, Brian Achampong, Kwame Japan. And then we also have Biniri, conflict's death toll rises to 18. Chief's son, 3 others killed, several injured. That's with the Sotom home war shooting incident. That happened some days back. The New Crusading Guide. Sege MP allegedly fueling discontent against electrochem operations in Adan. Trasako accused of using lands commission to take over private land despite title ownership disputes. Ewa Diaspora celebrates 32 years of impact. Rededicates to health and youth empowerment. COP Lydia Donko becomes first Ghanaian woman elected to Interpol Africa Committee. Congratulations to you. She's been all over social media being celebrated. I think it's an exciting news for the country. Congratulations to you. Jospon Comtech train waste management in Western and Western North regions. Donko Kroma, Asante Mines, tension escalates. Company deploys military tomorrow. Residents threaten to resist. TDC boss implicated in fresh land grabbing scandal. And that's at the top right corner of the new crusading guide. The Insight newspaper, Galamsey minister seeks revocation of existing laws to end illegal mining. Mauli, SHS wins maiden Pan-African inter-school debates. SMG condemned brutality on cocoa farmers in Abodiaho community. Ahead of NDC primary, Tamale Central Grassroots endorses Iron Lady Hajia Shamima Yakubu. Protests across Greece demand freedom for Palestine and end to ties with Israel. La Shikitele leads Ngowala rights to climax Homowo Festival. I like the names. Let's do other newspapers where we have the Statesman newspaper. Jospon Comtech trains waste management in Western North. Western North. Puts unity above ambitions. John Bwedu cautions MPP flag bearer hopefuls against divisive campaign. Tight security ahead of Akwatia by-election. Environment Minister moves to revoke mining regulations in Galamsey crackdown. The Informer. Emulates Mahama's respect for term limits. African leaders urge Akwatia by-election. Military won't be deployed. Police assures. NPP standard bearer race. Awuku Afenyo marking call for decent campaign. NLA devises strategy to curb illegal lotto operations. And then we also have Jospon Comtech trained waste managers. GBC boils as workers accuse DG, or the Director General, of malpractices, neglect of staff welfare. The Daily Searchlight. Ghana to host 5th Inter-Tourism Expo in Accra in November. Galamsey pit kills 22 in Central Region in 7 months, not more. Ghana celebrates Lumba during 1-week memorial. GJA gives 5-day ultimatum to GRNMA General Secretary to retract threats against journalists. As a journalist, I don't even think that a retraction will do for me. He has to answer questions. Metroland, Sotom Homoa clashes, 3 killed, 4 injured. Oh, so now the death toll has risen to 3. I thought it was 2. Ghana link to upgrade ICUMS to fix downtime issues. ICUMS is also here. It says, okay, that's an advert. Let me just go here. Jospon Comtech trained waste managers. 5,500 police officers to secure Akwatia by elections. The Herald. Cronyism, private profits, motive and politics want 97 million Ghana cedis NSS tech killed. 150,000 personnel stranded. Mahama 6-week basic military orientation program hit. Akwatia chooses between lawyer and his Galamsey clients tomorrow. Voltairean basing, Ghana's next petroleum frontier set for 2026 drilling. Mahama bans officials from junketing to New York without clearance, threaten strict sanctions. I wish I could ask some questions, but I can't. So let's move on. Kevin Otre declines UK court summons in $29 million fraud allegation. The Inquisitor. It says saving cash UN trip restricted. Ghana link assures of ICUM's performance enhancements. We're ready for Asanko Gold soldiers. Tonko Krum residents declare. CID boss makes history at Africa Interpol Committee. NDC to arrest Akwatia attackers. Coming up, the Brian Achampong and the late David Welenkati story and who saved Brian at the time. The Ghanaian publisher, Baumia Best for 2028 upon Nkrumah declares, Ghana Link calls for calm move to address ICUM's downtime. 5 killed in Teshin Totum homework clashes. Okay. So maybe officials from the police officers must give us the numbers because almost all the papers are giving us different numbers. There's 2, there's 3, there's 5. And that's why sometimes security must just come in quickly, to curtail this spread of, non-facts. Akufo-Addo Bawumia, others give 200,000 Ghana cedis for Lumba's funeral. The custodian. Now, the custodian is spread with a number of faces on the front page. And it says 2028 presidential race, NPP guru supporters endorse Bawumia. So the gurus comes with faces and pictures. Dr. Matthew Pokuprempe, Osechi Mensabonsu, Samuel Atachia, Fred Owari, Kojo Nkrumah, Samuel Apujinapo, Mustafa Yusuf, Frederick Opariansa, Alhassan Tampuli, Akosio Menu, Frank Anodompre, Reverend Timfojo, Gideon Buako, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, Nana Akumia, Francis Asenso Boache, Kojo Pokun Safwa, Samia Oku, Ambrose Derry, Kweku Amprechum Sapong, Henry Korte, Dr. Kabiru Mahama, Lydia S. Al-Hassan, Miraku Duka, and Habib Idrisu. Most of them members of parliament as well, and some, out of parliament. But we also have GPCL declares war on fake gazettes. Daily Post, Global Info Analytics tips NDC's Bernard Baidu to win Akwatia by-election. President Mahama secures $1 billion worth of investment deals for Ghana during his visit to Singapore. Acting Environment Minister Ama Kofi Boa writes to Attorney General for immediate revocation of LI 2462. The Economy Times, BOG announces intention to license regulate digital credit services. NIBF framework roadmap, BOG commended for stakeholder engagement. Africa energy stakeholders urged to act decisively for future as $500 billion is needed to close energy poverty gap. The Business and Financial Times, in insurance, Engineer Osman Abudu appointed MD CEO of Sunu Assurances. 9.2 million Ghana cedis paid daily in insurance claims. BOG puts digital credit services under regulation to boost financial inclusion. Margins ID Group's commitment makes Ghana card a global model, NIA chairman. And then also in a feature, Poised for Growth, an interview with CEO of Ghana Upstream Petroleum Chamber, David Ampofo. And then Customer Experience Excellence Training, my encounter with Zenith Bank branch. That's another feature here. Let's take a look at what is on the headlines captured on the Metro TV website. Right. So those are the stories that were captured on the Metro TV online. You can go there and have some more stories read and follow-ups done on that particular website. We'll take a breather. We'll be back shortly.
Ghana Fest Europe from October 23rd to 25th, 2025. It's your chance to forge partnerships that will transform your growth trajectory. Are you a Ghanaian business ready to conquer new frontiers? This is the ultimate platform to showcase your high-quality Ghanaian products and services. Attract foreign direct investment into your enterprise, from fintech to agro-processing, real estate to pharmaceuticals. Opportunities like this are rare. Spaces for exhibitors are highly competitive, and B2B slots fill up fast. Visit GhanaFestEurope.com or GhanaChamber.org or pick up your registration forms directly from any GNCCI office in Accra. Ghana Fest Europe, proudly presented by Ram Media Concept in collaboration with the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and under the auspices of key Ghanaian government ministries and agencies. The time to expand is now.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kit, happy smile.
uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it with so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Emubia mpiniwa obeka sama Akwatia. Ana media nanka misusu se MPP for no na wase wo mo jai sa city mai efri se ye ne president teteso ye ne DC wo ha ye pe MP abesemu na wo mo afa adwene e de aprempuntu amam sabre NDC our 2/3 majority our parliament the ayapese ayobia no yebeti meyo na 88 no ode ba akoko kan say 87 ode ba akoko kan ho 88 say muntimi nya he de mbeti meya ne walk out ne press conference. Mope Empia, Oko Pre Equaya Bremo, Oko Pre Ensupa Bremo, Oko Pre Sukua Daya Bremo, Oko Pre Ajuma Bremo, Ana Mope Empia, Oko Nayaka Samba Kumiunua, or say walkout, Wamo Soria, Nayakoya press conference, Boso Mesua, Wakojina Katriadi, Nasadia Wenjia Quaitiano, Nasa Netiana. Ezu enti say Major ha lawyer beka e ho a Toothpaste no wo ho no beka e ho a na ye pe bi asoma no e de Akwatia mpuntu aba ye benye obi na e de afa ne so no de aba enti MPP NDC CPP ufri hankwa ya wadwe se ye open mpuntu a ye mfama lawyer Bernard Bediako.
For me, the NDC candidate was an attack. Look, they came for this 1 week. For me, they were dressed even inappropriately. I saw the deputy secretary in a certain khaki. It looks like they are not perturbed by the death of our beloved, of our brother. General Sedun Ketia was just in a certain smock. I saw my brother Yamin in a certain t-shirt. In fact, the candidate himself, he was in a white attire also, white or pink attire. And when General Sedun Ketia was coming, he was doing the sign. Very, very inappropriate. You saw it. You are coming for the former MP's 1 week observation, and you are rather coming signaling that there will be a certain death, there will be a certain chaos, and you are doing this. Very inappropriate. They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting against the inappropriateness of the addressing. For me, it was so bizarre, and I do not understand. Look, recently, the NDC lost, some of their ministers. We went there. A lot of our MPs were there. I was there. We were appropriately dressed. You are coming for a 1-week observation, and chairman is in a certain colored smock, the deputy general secretary in a khaki, the candidate himself in a white or pink attire, and they are the national chairman doing the sign. What kind of life is this? What kind of attitude is this? They did not attack anybody. They were rather protesting.
The actions, the attacks they had worn triggered the protest from the
and particularly the sign. I saw him, I personally saw him. Even when he was coming, they were coming to the days to greet the dignitaries. He was right behind me and then he was doing the sign.
Okay. Akwaba, Ubake, Wezo. So let me say Akwaba and Obake and Wezo to my guests in the studio this morning. I have Tabitha Ayila, and she is a national communications team member for the NPP. Tabitha, you're welcome. Good morning to you. Okay. And
so
Akwaba,
if you say the Obake, how do you respond?
I don't know. Akwaba, thank you. So Obake, thank you. Obake in Ghana, if you want to say thank you, you say Mindaboshi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to say if you say Obake, I'll respond Mindaboshi. Right? If you say Akwaba, I'll say Medasi. If you say Wezo, Wezo, Akweya. Right.
Okay. But Akwe is thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll learn the Ghanaian language.
Yes, I like that. We'll learn the Ghanaian language. All right. So let me also officially welcome No Falon. Yesterday when I posted the flyer.
Right.
Obake. Okay, I've heard you. My producers are saying it's Obake.
The pronunciation.
When I'm trying to do So yeah, someone posted on our page, on our official Good Morning Ghana page, and asking, both ladies have very difficult names we can't pronounce. So I decided, okay, let's do it easy for you this morning, okay? I'll allow them to pronounce their names themselves, okay? I've done my bit. Tabitha Ayila, and also Noam Falon. If it's wrong, please tell us. Tabitha, let's start with you. What's the pronunciation for your name?
Okay, so I think that Tabitha is not much of a problem, like the Apirayene.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can divide the name into two, Apeng, then Yene.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Apeng, Yene.
Yeah, Tabitha Apirayene Ayela. As for the Ayela, I know that one is
easy.
Very easy.
Ayela.
Just that some
but
people,
Ayela is your father's name?
That's my great-grandfather's name.
Oh, okay.
Aoriela.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an Ayela family?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big family. My father's name is Akomse.
Okay.
But I don't use his name.
You don't use Akomse? Use Ayela? Okay. Apenyele. Ayela.
Yes.
I got it right.
Very right.
You are good with languages. You guys,
It's good.
give me fans.
It's good.
Now let's come to the other one.
I see you struggle with it a little bit.
A bit.
The name is Nwong. Nwong in Dagare means to bloom. Or it depends on the context sometimes. Sometimes it can mean sweet or enjoyment. I mean, we have a hotel called Nwong Yom Hotel. That means like enjoyment hotel.
Okay.
So sometimes based on the context, the meaning can change slightly. But those who say they can't pronounce it, they surprise me. I think sometimes once they see it and it's not a familiar name, they don't even try.
They already block their minds.
They don't try. I mean, you can pronounce Nebuchadnezzar. You can pronounce Schwarzenegger. You can't pronounce Nwong. I mean, the same name is easy. Far long. Some people do far and long. And they put it, yes, because it does end with a long. But since we are doing Obake and Wezo and Akwaba, I'd like to greet all the comrades that are tuned in, especially at Dagara, Nankara, Ansuma, Ansuma Dasba to the Dagbamba, and Bulika to her people, to the Fafari who are tuned in. My village people.
To your masters.
So she's your slave?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
She's aware.
It's, look, I'll say the same thing to her.
Very aware.
And the argument never ends.
Oh.
But you see,
that's your argument there. Do I like it?
You know, their region was carved out of our region. So you can't come today and tell me that we are not your masters. We ruled over you.
Look,
we
even
were
before
the
we had
capital.
our region, your region was owned by the Dagaba. We were the ones working there. We were the ones teaching you people how to work.
Hey.
We came there to educate you and train you.
Concentrate on and leave that one. We'll talk about that one
So, don't start what you can't finish. So my Dagati people say when I come, I should greet them in Dagari. I've greeted you people. There were some specific names I don't remember.
So in Dagari, greeting is what?
Good morning is Ansuma.
Ansuma.
Which I already...
Ansuma.
Ansuma. And you say ACA. Welcome, I think, is Yane. We'll get to that when we deal with Obake.
In fact, I want to deal with it now. I actually want to deal with it now. I'm not sure what you people think of that whole debate. In my opinion, I was just thinking, okay, I'm not going to share my opinions now, but let's deal with it. So the minister wrote something on her social media accounts. I'd like to read so that maybe we pick whatever she wanted to say, explanations that she has to it. I met people in church yesterday who were telling me that she did not even do enough consultation, right? She didn't do enough consultation to get the broader perspective of the whole Ghana community. I'm not sure what all that means, but she says that I wish to address the ongoing public discourse concerning the proposed substitution of Akwaba with Obake at the Kotoka International Airport and the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. The Ghana people, as the custodians of the land on which our capital city stands, have every right to raise legitimate concerns about the preservation and promotion of their language and cultural identity. As minister, I remain fully committed to ensuring that our cultural heritage, traditions, and linguistics legacy are respected, protected, and preserved for generations to come. Now, as at the time, it must be emphasized that Ghana is a nation but built on unity and in diversity. Our strength lies in the consistency of various ethnic groups whose values and traditions enrich our national identity. Just as the concerns of the Ghana people are important, so too would the voices of the Ashanti, the Ewe, and all other ethnic groups be treated with equal seriousness should they raise legitimate matters in the interest of national harmony. I was married to an Ewe, and my children are proud to bear Ewe names. My own family reflects the diversity that makes Ghana unique, and I stand firmly against any interpretation that seeks to pit, or I think she wanted to write pitch, one ethnic group against another. As someone who with close family ties to other ethnic communities, I'm firmly against any form of tribalism or division. Now, this government is here to work and serve all the people of Ghana without biases. Decisions concerning matters of culture and heritage must therefore be made with sensitivity, broad consultation, and national interest. Now, that's where I thought she fell short. Sensitivity, broad consultation. Underline those words. In this regard, I assure all stakeholders that governments will engage widely, listen attentively, and pursue a balanced approach that honors the Ghana Dangme heritage while safeguarding the unity and inclusivity or inclusiveness that defines us as Ghanaians. Let it be clear, the preservation of Ghana culture is not an opposition to national cohesion. Rather, it is an integral part of our collective identity. Together, we shall continue to uphold our cultural heritage while promoting unity, peace, and development across our beloved nation. And she ends. Now, you wouldn't like the comments under her post. I'm not sure if I ever read one positive comment. Everybody was, you know, and these days I always say that if you want to measure the true sentiments of the people, read comments. It will amaze you, the things you read. So let me come to my guests. Tabitha, I'll start with you on this one.
Whole thing concerning the Tree language and then the Ga language, I don't know where it started from. I think Ghanaians have to understand one thing, that Ghana is not for one ethnic group. It's basically for all of us, whether you are a minority group or a majority group. The fact that we are all under the Constitution, we are all Ghanaians, and we have equal rights to almost everything. It's true, this is the capital and everything, but let's not also forget that some regions give the government, or should I say the country, more money than other regions, but they are not complaining. I have always held this opinion that, look, if they ask regions in Ghana to fund themselves, I know my northern part of Ghana will be one of the regions that will be hard hit, because, you know, we don't, it's now that gold will be mined in commercial basis, but look at all those days. We didn't have gold, we didn't have timber, so how could we have survived? So let's start looking at the unity, okay? The unity that exists in Ghana, and let's build on that. You realized when I started, you know, bothering my sister, not really bothering, you know, it's something we do, especially with the Frafra people. We are known to be one of the tribes in the northern part of Ghana who, you know, have been able to establish some level of tolerance, you know, with other tribes. And we joke with them.
Like you call yourself slaves.
Slaves and stuff, you know.
I've seen Malik do it with someone. It was very interesting.
Yes.
It was so interesting how they did it.
And you know, even we have a game, the football match that they play, annual programs that they hold, and the winner takes the dog and those things, you know. It is all to foster unity, so that when we meet ourselves, instead of thinking about what divides us, we rather talk about what unites us. You get it? And it goes a long way to help us stay together. Come to Upper East Region and you see we, the Frafras, also making fun of, they call them the Nabdans. It's fun, like, it's good. And we are able to stay together. So this Obake, Akwaba, Zare, and all those things, I think, is needless. What is important is, are we able to, you know, gel together? Are we able to have that, you know, breaking bread and making merry? You understand? Let's measure on what brings us together more than what divides us. And the more we do that, the more we minimize the things that divides us. And
I honestly, with the point you've just made, I really thought that this was like really majoring the minor. Is this what's important? Is this really what's important? Akwaba and Obake or Wezo? What have you been waiting for all these years? I mean, okay, so Nkrumah is from Nzema. But at the time he won independence for us, he knew Akwaba was more like it. Maybe because it was like the biggest,
you know, and even there's one thing
clan or Akan tribe we had.
One of the people, or should I say, one of the tribes that is actually the majority in Ghana are the Akans, whether we like it or not. Look at the number of regions they occupy.
Those who speak in Zema, if you can text me how they say Akwaba in Zema, I want to know. Why Nkrumah didn't even choose to use his own people, Akwaba, you know?
You know, Nkrumah is a Pan-Africanist. He thinks beyond a tribe. And that is what we should all be looking at. That is why, till date, AU is not AUing. Let's put it that way. You get it? Because, look, come to my region. Even though it's Upper East Region, but we have people speaking different languages in that region. A lot of languages. And you see, the difference are not that much, but it's different. It's not like the tree language that when you say Braha is Braha everywhere. You come to Upper East region, I will say Wana. Another person will say Kemna. Another person will say Tamna. So you get it. It's different. The variations are very clear. But the tree language is not too much of that. And so they tend to be the majority, quote or unquote. Come to Upper East region and you find a lot of people speaking tree. I told somebody I learnt my tree in Upper East region that I'm lying. I said, really? Come to Upper East region. A lot of people speak tree there. And so let's concentrate on, looking at what actually makes us more Ghanaian than, like minimizing everything into a tribe. You get it? My kids go to school in Accra here. When they came, cultural shock. They had to learn Ghanaian language. And I was thinking maybe they'll be learning Ga or Adangmi or something. They are learning the Eastern region tree. Equiapim. Some are also learning Akan.
In school.
Yes.
It's actually a language, one of the subjects. If you attend schools in the Eastern region, you will learn the Equiapim.
But do you know people are in Greater Accra here learning Equiapim tree?
Yes.
Yes. So why?
Yes.
Why? So you see, it's.
That's why her precedence is dangerous, because if she's not careful, then we are going to go in cycles. Then Greater Accra can also get up and say, okay, now here we don't want to learn tree on the Greater Accra land.
Yes, only Ga.
Right?
And no, please, let's not start this. It doesn't end well. It doesn't just end well. It doesn't. Look at the clashes. Teshi Nungwa had their own. Then Amanjo, or is it Omanjo?
Omanjo. And
then Soutwom people too had their own clash. We shouldn't be talking about these things, in this day and age. We should try to come together. That is why mostly things that have to do with tribal, conflict and things, people just have to be very careful. And let's treat it with all the, respect that is within us. Let's try to respect people's, tribal, their ancestry, whatever. Let's respect it. But please, let's call a spade a spade. If it has been like this for a very long time, let's keep it like that. Even Kotoka International Airport was not named after a Ga person, even though it is a Ga land. We have a lot of other examples. The great Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah has monuments or places in Accra here that are named after him. Nobody is saying anything. Please, let's not. Tete Kwashi, is he not from here? Whenever we talk about Koko, we acknowledge him. Yes, let's do that. Let's try to give people their flowers where it is due. And let's not reduce everything to, tribal. It doesn't speak well. It doesn't just speak well.
No, follow. Obake.
Obake, Wezo, Akwaba. I think that in the middle of this entire argument, we missed the opportunity to have a dispassionate, educating, enriching conversation that would, at the end of the day, improve the system for all of us. We focused too much on the things that divide us instead of focusing on the many, many, many things that unite us as Ghanaians. Now, this entire debate started from the inscriptions on the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, right? Someone posted about it, and I noticed there was Akwaba and Wezo. Initially, I think it was only Akwaba, and then Wezo was included. I understand the angle from which the person was arguing, because I think the Ghanaians are concerned with their language being minimized in their own city. They are worried about being eradicated eventually, and other languages placed above theirs in a land that they call their own. However, I think that what's the purpose of the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park? It's not a site dedicated to the history or the tradition of one language. In fact, the entire Accra has become, Accra is not a unilanguage city.
Metropolitan.
Because of the nature of Accra, all of us come from different places and we converge here because this is the capital of Ghana. Accra has become more of a multi-language city, and the Ghanaians should be proud of it, that your city has been chosen as that singular place where all Ghanaians call their own. The Memorial Park is a cultural site. It is a tourist site.
And national monument.
Yeah, national site for all Ghanaians, even Africans in the diaspora, to identify with and to show up here to experience the richness of that storytelling, of that culture, of that heritage that we so proudly claim. We have moved away from having it dedicated to one language or one people. And that is a good thing. It is something that we should be celebrating and be happy about. Now, if even we cannot agree and celebrate it, then we are confusing the tourists. When this whole Obake debate started, I caught it very early, but I didn't realize how it would quickly blow up and even become a very tribalistic argument. Some people descended into antagonizing others and making it a very bigoted conversation. That's why I say we missed a fine opportunity to enrich the discourse for all of us. Now, there were Ghanaians on that timeline who didn't even know that Obake is the word for welcome in Ghana. Even the Ghanaians were arguing. Some of them were giving different opinions. They thought it was this, they thought it was that. They were mentioning different words. In fact, if you are Ghana and you are watching, I mean, feel free to text into the program and let us know what your experience of welcome has been in your
The gentleman
language.
that spoke with me yesterday in church is gone. And he was so against this debate.
See?
He's gone.
I
mean, I don't have the permission to mention his name. But
there was even someone who made a post about common words that have become more Ghanaian than specific to particular languages.
Tribe.
They put them on, the person put it on social media. And I remember one of the things he mentioned there was Koko. And he said Koko was an Akan word that has now become a Ghanaian word. I was like, so I looked at it and said, I thought Koko was a northern word.
Was it?
And yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's how the lines have blurred.
How do you call Koko in your language?
Koko in my language is Amdagati, right? Koko, we call it Bulung.
Oh, okay.
But northern languages are many, right? The Hausa people call it Koko. The Dagombes, I believe, call it Koko. There are other languages that refer to it as Koko. But you come to the south and you realize that there are some languages in the south, in southern Ghana, who also call it Koko. Mm-hmm. So the lines have become blurred over time.
But I'm not sure why how we consume the things we learn in school. We say culture is dynamic, and culture includes or involves language. Even English language evolves. It gets to a point where some languages, you know, they are just slangs and they are adopted into the English dictionary. It's the same as Akwaba. Akwaba has become
more nationalistic than
it's no more an Akan something, you know.
So I believe that in the middle of all this argument, when I looked at it, I thought, why are we arguing over whether there should be Wezo there or Akwaba there or Obake? Why don't we have all? What's wrong if we put all three over there? What's wrong if we even have a wall inside the Memorial Park with all
the languages?
Look, imagine if you had a beautiful, colorful wall where you have all the welcome in all Ghanaian languages. And it's, you know, inscribed there for everyone to see. It makes the experience...
Because after all, if the Kwame Nkrumah Museum, I mean, we can
Kwame Nkrumah does not belong to his people. He does not belong to his tribe alone. He belongs to the entire Ghana. That site does not belong to the Akan or the Ga or the Ewe. It belongs to all Ghanaians. So there should be some form of identity for all Ghanaians. When you walk in there, you should be able to identify with it. So this entire argument of pushing, yes, I understand it. It is your city, it is your land. You do not want to be reduced or restricted within that space. But we can include it. We can include Obake. And there's been nothing wrong with it. It doesn't harm anyone. It doesn't hurt anyone. It's not an opportunity for you to school people on the superiority of any language at all. I see that a lot of different ethnic groups have used that as an opportunity to push themselves over others. I think that's a very unfortunate experience. This is an opportunity for all of us to have a beautiful discussion about our languages and how over time it will surprise you that we are moving towards becoming one people. So there is no need to emphasize the differences between us. There is a more pressing need to emphasize the common things between us, the similarities, the things that unite us, and to push those particular commonalities, push for them to be put in our cultural heritage sites and be available for all tourists to be able to experience it. I think that we can all be less passionate and more sensitive in the way we engage in that conversation. So Obake, Wezo, welcome. We are all Ghanaian.
But you see, this is about the third sin of Linda Oklu that I find it very worrying as a minister. The first one had to do with during her vetting. And she was widely exposed by Afenyo Markin, who clearly stated that, oh, you've come to see us, so we will relieve you. And she was left off the hook. No questions, nothing, to probe her emotional intelligence ability, even that. We needed to know something about the person we were putting in an office. It's not about political parties, it's not about interest, it's really, let's be serious. That's it. Then her second sin was when she openly admitted on camera that vote buying is not a sin. Everybody can do it. And I was scandalized.
Yeah.
I was so scandalized.
Same thing here.
Why were you... And she's supposed to be a minister. And I was worried because... especially because... And I know I told you this. You're smiling. You know, when the women want to be giving opportunities, prove to me that the opportunity is worth the while, worth the time, worth the I don't know, everything.
Yes.
Worth everything. Give me the difference. The men will not even stand on camera and say, oh, but vote buying is normal. Even the men will not do that. And you, being the woman, you openly declare that vote buying is okay, without knowing that vote buying is a crime.
It's a crime.
I think it's a fine opportunity for us to all learn. I think it's important that we educate each other and improve on the experiences and knowledge of each other coming into office. We all have different orientations that we bring to the table. I believe she has made her position known on this whole entire Obake and Wezo argument. I believe that the conversation should be broadened and we should all have a conversation that educates each and every one of us and allows us to
you know, the PR one is making this morning is needless. Look, your woman goofed.
No,
she goofed.
She
just admit that she goofed.
I'm not saying
let's
that
move on.
I didn't defend her.
No, because
I'm saying
you know,
that, are you not open to learning new things?
Sure.
This
but
morning on the show, haven't you learned something new about languages?
I have.
That's what I'm saying.
But she goofed.
All of us.
And we don't need to get worse to make it look
opportunity.
better. She didn't do the right thing. Let's just leave it at that. And let's hope that...
I think we should all take it as an opportunity.
We won't take anything as
to
an
learn.
opportunity.
No, you know,
we are not learning.
We won't take any opportunity.
The Ghana language is a beautiful language.
She missed the opportunity to learn.
No, there's a problem in that office.
No,
So,
she actually missed the
if you say
opportunity to
someone has
learn.
missed an opportunity, I don't think
She did.
the minister will say she knows everything. No,
I know.
It's not possible.
But you saying that it is an opportunity to
do you
learn
see her
is wrong.
posture whenever she has to contribute to any issue? Do you see her posture?
No, I haven't.
Her posture is almost like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. She doesn't even see that there's an opportunity to grab and learn.
No, she doesn't.
And it feels bad that as a woman, I'm sitting here.
I think we should
doing
make
this
it
to
a
her.
gender conversation.
No, I'm not doing
Yes,
it. I'm not making the gender, but I'm also not.
I mean, we have
oblivious of the
ministers
sensitivity
who are men
when it comes to
who've
gender
said a lot of
discussions.
things and done a lot of careless things in this country.
That's okay.
So I will not limit it to the gender. But what I will say is that I think that the minister, she's probably listening to the conversation this morning on the program. I'm sure she's open to having the conversation.
You people have to
even
actually
beyond
sit her
this
down
program
and talk to her.
I mean, you are Ghanaian, right?
Yeah,
and you're
and
speaking to the minister, and she can hear you.
Okay.
And
so
I'm
she
sure
needs
there
a
are
lot
some
of
pointers
training.
she would
I
take
think
she needs help.
from.
She needs orientation.
I think appointees have been oriented. There's been orientation for appointees.
Then
There's
I
been
think
orientation for ministers. You know
needs.
that.
So is it
needs
that
government doesn't just take people and
So
throw
are
them
you
into
saying that it's
institutions.
orientation that was not good enough, or is it she who
Is
didn't
this
grasp?
morning's conversation about the minister or about the pertinent issues that
No, you see,
we have been
what
discussing?
she did could actually bring a lot of confusion in the country. Imagine everybody is.
She took a position, right?
No.
Probably
the
based on
position
her
she is
ethnic background.
occupying,
where she is, she
you know,
cannot be taking positions
yes,
like
I
that.
agree.
Yes.
I agree. But she approached it as a Greater Accra regional minister, right?
Yes.
What I am saying is that we should approach it as Ghanaians. We should all look at it from a dispassionate position. Not, okay, I'm Ghana, and so I think that it should be Obake, or I'm Eve, so it should be Wezo, or I'm Akan, and it should be Akaba.
Your woman goofed.
What is wrong with
goofed.
accepting that we can have... Accra is a plural city. And all
so
of
you
us
need to sit her
partake
down
in
and
it.
let her understand the kind of, the region she's actually being
I
made
think
to
she
be
understands
minister
it.
of. No, she doesn't.
I think she...
No, she doesn't.
It gets better.
She just doesn't.
All of us improve with criticism and contributions from the good people of Ghana.
Okay.
She has said something. You cannot always agree with her. We've criticized it. I'm sure she's heard you, and she will improve on it. She will listen, and she will take the positive aspects of your criticism and work with it.
You remember her statement I read?
Which statement was that?
The minister's statement I read on Twitter.
Right. You read the minister's statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And even her last words, she said, let it be clear, the preservation of Ga culture is not in opposition to national cohesion. Rather, it is an integral part of our collective identity. Together, we shall continue to uphold our cultural heritage while promoting unity, peace, and development across our beloved nation.
At least, you see, there's a bit of a nationalistic approach there.
Hold on. That she accepts that it gets to a point where the national interest overshadows your small ethnicity, clan, wherever you come from. It gets to a point where you cannot be hoisting so much of your clan or your ethnic group.
I think most of my contribution this morning has
you
made
see,
it clear
by
that...
history and by our slave history, it is what has actually brought in these divisions. And most of the African countries are looking into bridging this gap, removing the barriers.
Agreed.
So I'm one person that campaigns against further divisions of regions.
Yes, which I've said a lot this morning. We should move away from the things that divide us and focus on the things that unite us. Because even if you go back in our history, we are Ghanaian. Dividing us into tribes, dividing us into different African countries, these were all imposed on us by the Europeans. So we should not be pandering to what the remnants of our colonial past. We should be moving towards a more nationalistic approach. And that is what I believe is the right way. She even mentions that she's more, suited to the national interest. She's more promoting the national interest. So we have to broaden it and understand the national aspects of it and speak to that. And I'm sure the minister, she's not absolute in her knowledge and she's learning, from all of us.
All right.
I also just wanted to mention, some of the top national words that I saw on social media. Akwaba, someone mentioned Akwaba is Akan. Ayiko, Ghana, but everyone in Ghana, and most people understand what Ayiko means and use it a lot, even in their conversations. This Chale word that all of us use, I mean, even in Nigeria and in other African countries, they call us Chale. They call Ghanaians Chale.
They've adopted it.
And Chale is a Ghana word, right? But all of us identify with it. When they say Chale, they are referring to Ghanaians. Trotro is a Ghana word. Everyone uses it. Okay, this is where it got interesting. Coco. He also says Coco is a Ghana word, an Akan word. This was posted by Professor Azar, Kweku Azar. And then he says, Brony, another common word, Akpeteshi. Apparently it's a Ghana word, but there was a lot of argument about that also because there were other ethnicities that were claiming it. Dumso Akan. Everyone uses it. I'm sure if you go and look, wasn't it added to the dictionary at some point? Yes.
I think it was.
Yes, because it got so popular.
Dumso was, it was adopted into.
You see, so now it's become not just national, but international. Shinkafa, rice. That's rice in Hausa. Also in Dagbani. A lot of people use it. But it has become more of a national word. There were so many others. Zori, Chalewote. All of the Chalewote is a Ghana word also, right? So I think the Ghans are even topping the list. They should be proud of their heritage that they have transferred. They've succeeded in transferring from Ghana people to Ghanaian. I hope that we will get to a point where we are not so heavily divided by these little things, because at the end of the day, they are all negligible. We are more united by a common heritage, which is the Ghanaian heritage. And your criticism of the Minister of Greater Accra is well taken and well acknowledged. And I also believe all the comments on the post, after she made the post, were very informative and instructive for her. And she's listening. This is a listening government.
And in fact, it's informative and instructive for some of you as well. I'm sure you've taken it in good faith.
Yes, I agree. I mean, like I said, we are all work in progress. I learn a lot from social media. I learn a lot from other people. And we're always open to that, to corrections, to further knowledge, because that further knowledge helps us improve and serve Ghanaians better.
So guess who has sent a message? Gaji. Gaji says that I should tell you to be easy, take it easy on his party today. And then he said, Annie,
I'm not even saying anything against your party yet.
I respectfully ask, how can you love Daddy Lumba's song and call to replace Akwaba with Obake?
You see one of the problematic.
So he also sends me, I think the post by Professor Azar. Okay, I've seen it. I think you've made reference to it, so it makes sense. All right, so this one says that, yeah, Annie, you guys are reducing the intellectual significance of the discourse on Obake. Simple question. Will you see Wezo or Obake on any building in Kumasi? You see, this is what we're talking about. If I see Wezo in Kumasi, I will not have a problem with it.
But the point I think that has been made is that the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park is not a Ghana park.
It's not a Ghana.
It's a national
you are
park.
refusing to understand also where the debate is coming from. I mean, my former boss was sitting here, Randy Abbey. It's a Ghana. In fact, he also hails from different parts of the country. Fanti, he has some Fanti, link. He has an Ewe link. He has a Ghana link.
Last week I was on GH1, and there was an MPP communicator who is known as Anakan. And she told me her great-grandmother or grandmother was Dagati from the Upper West region. So at the end of the day, the lines are completely, you might sit here and passionately argue in favor of, you say you are being Akan or you are being Ga. If you go and trace your history, the ways that you are opposing, your grandmother or grandfather is probably Ebe.
Yeah.
So exactly what are you arguing against?
So he continues to say that, why do we have Wezo and Akwaba in Accra? If you're talking about nationalization, do we now have two national languages, Ewe and Chi? Solomon McCarthy Hills is the one that sent this in. You don't get the arguments. you don't get it.
You are rather narrowing the argument to your personal bias.
The thing is, you were not there when during our independence, Wezo or Akwaba were selected. You don't even know why they were.
Sometimes it's not even about the selection. Over time, what has become popular?
Yes.
That's what everyone is using. If you go abroad, Akwaba is used more than any other language we know in Ghana. And when they say Akwaba, they believe that they're actually speaking a Ghanaian language.
Yeah.
So you identify with it. If I go abroad and someone says Akwaba, I'm not going to say because it's not my language,
no, I'm
not
going
to respond, or I don't identify with it.
Akwaba is now like
saying.
a slang than just a language. And it's accepted globally. You know, the danger is how we are positioning the country to even confuse international people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of languages that if everybody wants to come out and say, oh, this is my land, so use my language, this is my land, no. And I think also one confusion is that we don't have a national plan. And so some of these things, everybody wants to push it on their own agenda, and it's creating such a mess. You don't get the debates. So anyway.
With all respect to the Ghana people, look, this is a national heritage and identity site. It's a site that's supposed to promote Pan-Africanism, promote Ghanaian history, the beauty of, our heritage. So if you go there, like I said earlier, what is wrong with having all the languages there? Just to show that this is a site that is dedicated to Ghanaian heritage. It's not in any way saying that the Ghana language is negligible or the Ghana language is not important enough. It is celebrating our Ghanaianness.
Anyway, it's an idea, I think, if authorities are listening, they can also adopt that. All right, we'll get into that later. But for now, let's take a break. We'll take a visit to Akwatia.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Chia winning Nara, we ding at the baby dapa. Mediatia Sunko Cran Ebremo. Now that what we animal with Piani Ed Japana Medebremo. And no any summer spices. Summer spices in here. And we wow Mebreo. Various flavors. Ubenya a yako. Ubenya Nemchi. You do good jollof woman and we get there. Ubenya Yedugum Quam. You do for you. Hot Nako Pibito. Na Emma with Piani. And yet there. When you mean ya, you can your cocotina for Eka.
Down your communication, you all enjoy Uduba, that Samu spices. One in the essence, no time. I'm going to get that yaga. Samu spices in a side, daddy so say. Samu spices, Moon Samu.
Samu spices, Yama chicken.
Samu spices.
Nsaka in Ketwa, measure 10 grams. Yawa chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, and jollof, and the flavors of food will be brave.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
FDIJ Jadien Kratuatum.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tontum. Mr. Freddy Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Freddy once now.
Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action.
That's your friend is so cool. Yeah, go to my sasa
Come Tom Preko.
A home is more than just walls and a roof. It's the warmth of family, the assurance of security, and the joy of shared moments. Whether you're returning from abroad or seeking a new beginning, Rehoboth Havens Ayumensa is where your journey truly begins. Nestled beneath the tranquil Ebri Mountains, this gated community offers the perfect blend of modern living and natural beauty. Our 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes are designed for family living with spacious interiors, elegant finishes, and all the comforts that make life better. From cozy living rooms for bonding, to modern kitchens for culinary creativity, and private gardens for peaceful reflection, every space is thoughtfully crafted. At Rehoboth Havens, your children play safely, your family grows joyfully, and your memories are built on a foundation of care and community. Starting from 675,000 Ghana cedis with flexible installment plans, your dream home is within reach because everyone deserves a place to truly call home. Rehoboth Havens, where futures are built and dreams come to life. Call us on 0553 751933 or 0206 823524 to secure your future today. Rehoboth Social Housing, your housing dream becomes reality.
Healthy soil is where every great harvest begins. At ACAP, we turn waste into wealth, producing rich organic compost made right here in Ghana for our farmers and our future. Whether you are planting small or big, ACAP compost improves your soil, boosts your yields, and saves you money. Even in your own home garden, give your soil life naturally. ACAP compost, from waste to wealth.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Go be the luckiest, go be from Georgia be luckiest, from not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
bona ya bono se uye aduanani na uwu a ense se bretu ni be fa wakonya se obi dabida aduanani wu a aduanani le di ade ya ma mo kwan enne ya ma mo kwan tina kwan a mo fa so a amatete eneskumi a don kan ya hu bi emu mo mi yan se eneskumi ani onyam na mo ntu aba no yie muntu ni ye o ya ma obi an beto ya ade obi an fa ni sika akra beto ya ade na on fa grade bi ko si ba bi no obi an we ase me be development amoboa enwenu anon so me so bibi ase ya me boa Tuesday anopa obi an sorry obi an fa hoden an sorry waka na nko tu na aba police won am wa na musa mo boy ho ban enti ense wa rese musa am be boy ho ban na man am wo mu no but am tuma ba wi a mo nko da dem ya ka na be make sure say the be bom vote no ho ban near the results na mu hia no abrem wo fi
ya ye papa ya doye so we papa we ya doye a ebretu a nipa be de e be hye wa nyam Embrace your boy, Solomon. Pammy, as soon as the day, the Como Pierre is out. I can't say the Lunia from Probably. Or ya, what pump of the blue program. Was I on your body as I come or this account? And now you buy your poor Akwatia. Or probably NBC for classes. A branch radio said the money in Tinty, about on the club, and this is what back on the club, and your mother. Now, yeah, the Japan said, and now, you want the phone said, or no, and they get to pass the young papa to one. And I'm a fair MPP. The mercy with your phone opinion down on a friend of your market. And I'm in the Kasaya. What's it now?
On trouble man. Now, on my year, as come and Akwatia and Panelist said, not the first. And he shall be the Granny. Asoria.
Dodo no yanyalo. Emu bia mpini wa obekasa ama Akwatia. Ana media nanka misusu se MPP for no na wa se wo mo jai sa city mai efri se ye ne president teteso ye ne DC wo ha ye pe MP abesemu na wo mo afa adwene e de aprempuntu amam sabre NDC ewo 2/3 majority ewo parliament the ayapese eyebia no yebetime ayo na 88 no ode ba akoko kan se 87 ode ba akoko kan ho a 88 stay muntimi nya we de mbetime aya ne workout ne press conference Mope Empia, Oko Pre Equaya Bremo, Oko Pre Ensupa Bremo, Oko Pre Sukua Daya Bremo, Oko Pre Ajuma Bremo, Ana Mope Empia, Oko Nayaka Samba Kumienua, or say workout, Wamo sorry, Naya press conference, Boto Mesua, Wakojina Katriadi, Nasadia Wenjia Quaitiano, Nasa Netiana. Ezu enti say mejira ha lawyer beka ya ho a 2/3 no wo ho no beka ya ho a na ya pe bi asoma no e de Akwatia mpuntu aba ya benye obi na e de afa ne so na o de aba enti MPP NDC CPP ufri hankwa ya wadwe se ya open mpuntu a ya mfama lawyer Ghanian, baby ako.
Welcome back. Obake to Tabitha. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's deal with Akwatia. We're going to the polls tomorrow. And Daily Graphic has captured, it says, ensure violence-free election in Akwatia. Religious leaders appeal to NDC, MPP. Daily Graphic, I'm not sure really what happened to your printout today. It's making the candidates look very funny. If you can put a Daily Graphic on the screen. I don't know, there's a double shadow look. Yeah. So the NDC candidate has two eyes, sort of. and the MPP one as well seems to have two noses, two lips. Hey, what happened to the printouts? It's sort of terrible. So the story says that with over 5,000 police personnel deployed to Akwatia and the precautionary security operations, retrieving guns and ammunition, fusing into the campaigning process tomorrow's parliamentary by-election in the Eastern region. Okay, the printout has gone bad. Okay. The Eastern region mining town has seen it all, having summoned the top shots of Ghana's politicians across 1 month of the campaigning. It has elevated the stakes beyond a routine exercise to elect member of parliament to replace the deceased one, while all the bigwigs of the new patriotic party, including its flag bearer aspirants, attended the 1-week memorial of the late MP for the area. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority office in Akwatia was commissioned yesterday, 2 days before the elections. So indeed, with parliamentary power heavily one-sided in favor of the governing National Democratic Congress, NDC, the outcome will hardly impact the party's 2/3 majority in the legislature, even without the 4 independents and MPs who have already chosen the side of the NDC. The NPP presenting a 40-year-old licensed small-scale gold miner, Solomon Kwame Asumedu, probably known as Owo. Hey, is that his alias? Oh, Tabitha.
I'm just hearing this for the first time. I'm just hearing this for the first time, so I can't confirm. It's possible there's also a typo or something. I can't tell.
While the NDC is putting forward a lawyer, Bernard Bedia Kumpedu, for tomorrow's 2 horse by-elections. Now, the two are products of MPP's appointment process that declared the elective regime for a supposedly popular choice and the NDC's internal contest that elected its regional secretary against the 2024 parliamentary candidate Henry Boakye Yadom. Okay. So political scientists also say, however, 3 political scientists have told Daily Graphic in separate interviews that what is at stake is more than just a parliamentary seat. It's about a combination of bragging rights, popularity test, and auditioning for future elections, they argued. So researcher and pollster Musa Dankwa, also senior lecturer at the Department of History and Political Sciences of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, Dr. Kwesi Amache Boateng, and Project Director of Democracy Project, Dr. John Osai Kwapong, said the high stakes in the Akwatia by-election were for bragging rights and image enhancement. When the NDC wins, it does not add anything to its supermajority in parliament, just as it cannot change the NPP's minority status. Until the passing of Ernest Kumi, the MP for the constituency, the MPP's 88 seats in parliament fell below 1/3 of the 276 seats in the chamber. But the party's quest to replace its deceased member has been met with a tough challenge from the incumbent governing party, which had initially contested the legitimacy of Kumi's victory in the 2024 elections. So we have consequential contest, we have bold statements, and police ready, no intimidation. All right. You are in government. No, I start off with you. We've seen videos of attempts to attack your chairman, Johnson Esirin Ketia. And if you campaign, you two, you've moved machinery, party leadership, top party hierarchy of the party to Akwatia, making sure that you win that seat.
Well, the entire goal is to campaign for the seat, right? We have followed the polls, we have followed the sentiments, we have put in the effort, because the goal is to ensure that the good people of Akwatia have direct access to government through lawyer Bediakun, who is the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Akwatia, to ensure that the development policies government has for Akwatia will be easily deployed and there is no impediment between the people of Akwatia and government. That is why the NDC has been there preaching development, preaching a future of important projects that will help improve the lives of the people of Akwatia. I see the MPP has been there with no proper message. Their message has been more sentimental, just doing emotional politics, instead of speaking to the issues and presenting exactly what they have for the people of Akwatia. Dr. Baumia was there and made very disparaging remarks. I respect Dr. Baumia a lot. When I saw him in Akwatia, I was hoping to hear, he says he's rich in ideas. He's the MPP candidate who claims he's rich in ideas, while the others have been touting how much money they have. So I expected to hear some of those ideas in Akwatia. Unfortunately, he went there and he played very toxic politics, very hostile politics that do not do anybody any good. Blaming the NDC, I mean, I'm sure by now everybody has heard the remarks that he has made, blaming the NDC for a 6-month civil case against, the MP who just, the deceased MP, making it seem like it was the NDC's fault. I found that very unsavory and unbecoming of the statesman that he should be building himself up to be. Don't forget that in the case of Akwatia, the NDC never accepted the results of the 2024 elections in Akwatia. This is what a lot of people miss, especially when they decided to back out of Tamale Central and then started urging the NDC to immediately back out of Akwatia, because they know that the NDC has very high chances in Akwatia. But there's a history to it. The Akwatia seat was still under contention, was still in court, even at the point where the NS Kumi we unfortunately lost him. In February of this year, in fact, before that, there was an injunction on the seat.
Yeah.
There was an injunction against him being sworn in Parliament as Member of Parliament for that particular seat. But he went ahead, and the Speaker said he's doing so, at his own disadvantage, because whatever comes in the back of that would be adhered to. And after he had gone through the process of swearing in, there was a contempt conviction against him by the High Court in Akwatia, and there was a warrant for his arrest. He was convicted of contempt against the court. The case went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court upheld it. It went again to the Supreme Court, and then the contempt conviction was quashed. Mm-hmm. But don't forget that the substantive issue was still in court, mm-hmm. and was still running in court until his unfortunate demise. So the NDC has a legitimate claim to the seat, because we never accepted that we lost it in 2024. Now, this is an opportunity for the NDC to prove to everyone that indeed we won that seat, and that seat rightfully belongs to the NDC. And it will be evident in the votes that will come out of Akwatia. The people of Akwatia have started aligning with the NDC. They have understood the message of peace and development that the NDC has taken to Akwatia, and they have, moved to the side of development. It is a message that resounds with them because they have seen the manner in which the NDC is governing the country, and they believe that under the NDC, they will have unparalleled development. The statements that the NPP people continue to make, in fact, even attacking chairman general who simply went there to campaign in his smock. I do not see anything wrong with the smock. We see Nanabi making a lot of interesting comments, blaming them for all sorts of things. Look, my dear.
For body language, for attire, colours you wore to the funeral.
They went there to commiserate with
for the sign language.
Oh, that has become quite synonymous with Chairman General. This is something that he does in, it's like joking with his followers, right? The people who admire and support him. And he
you don't think it's dangerous?
I think that he was just trying to identify with the people that were with him, trying to bridge that gap and be friendly. They might have read a different meaning into it, but I do not think that the reaction should have been an attack. What are you attacking him for? The NPP continues to play very hostile politics, which it's not good for anyone, but it has become part of their character. Every time they want to engage in all kinds of, antagonistic politics, it doesn't work for anyone. Let's all stick to the important issue at hand, which is, what are you taking to the people of Akwatia? We've made that clear. You've gone to Akwatia and you are telling them to vote for you because Ernest Kumi was MPP. What kind of message is that? I've even seen some of their stickers where they put his image in the background. Emotional politics.
Blackmail.
Yes. Literally blackmailing the voter to vote for them. That is not a message. Go there and tell them what you have for them.
But what's your problem with that? If someone decides how to campaign, apart from taking the life of somebody.
My problem is that there is no proper message for the people. Okay. It's emotional blackmail. You are trying to twist their emotions into feeling pity for you and then giving you pity votes. But are you competent? Are you qualified? What makes you qualified? We've not heard that from them. They've not given any proper message to the people of Akwatia. They are just there playing all kinds of juvenile politics. The NDC has gone there with a very clear message of development, a very clear message of hope, a very clear message of progress.
Are you constructing roads
for them? And what is that going to, what does that do for the people of Akwatia? Needed development in a mining community.
Okay, but are you constructing roads?
I would have to check the budget statement.
I've heard something like that some road construction is going on now.
Yes, presently. And even the DVLA office was commissioned, which brings them directly in touch with DVLA. They don't need to always have to move out of their town to come to Accra or go to any other place.
So all those things you did, it's not emotional blackmail?
No, it's not emotional blackmail. It's a prelude to the development that we are bringing. So we told them that we are bringing them development. They want to see it. And we have showed them a glimpse of that development that we are bringing to them. There's nothing, we haven't sent any emotional message there. We've sent a message of action and a message of development. And the good people of Akwatia understand that for a party in government, it is easier for them to have their member of parliament as part of government, so they have complete access to government.
All right. There's this debate. I'm wondering where it started from, or how it has taken so much precedence in our campaigns or our body politics. Mm-hmm. And that is, because my government is in power, vote for me. Where did that thing start from?
I think that when a government is in power, it's only in your best interest as a constituency to have a representative at the seat of governance, right? If your MP is from the opposition, yes, they still have access to parliament, but they are not at the table as you have the members of parliament of that government. And it's easier for your member of parliament to lobby for development for you because they are comrades with everyone else in government, and it makes it easier for you, right? So to have access, full access, unrestricted access, unparalleled access, it's easier to have someone in the family house than a neighbor to the family house. So although, yes.
In the just immediate past government, were the members of parliament of the NDC struggling to secure projects into their constituencies?
Of course. we had a lot of challenges where development was concerned. I'll speak for my constituency in particular, the Laura constituency. We did not get much development there. In fact, barely any, because what? We did not have representation directly in government. Our member of parliament was BDJ Deng, who is an NDC member. Before that, there was Kabu, who was member of parliament for Laura. There were so many outstanding projects that were not continued. In fact, when you see the recent budget, you realize that some of the roads even cover Laura and all those. These are not roads that have been needing repair in recent years. They are outstanding projects. Those roads have been in very bad condition for years. If you've ever if you've ever gone to the North by road, you use bus through Bole Bamboy, the Laura road, terrible. It's literally rocky. And it's just a journey. You can go to certain portions, a journey of about 30 minutes. You will use 3 hours, 4 hours to, go through that particular place, because the cars are going slowly because of the condition of the road. You cannot speed. So you have to literally crawl at snail pace. The NDC has shown its commitment to development, its commitment to the promises that it has made Ghanaians, and is proceeding to implement them. It's easier for you to have representation there than anywhere else. Especially in a party where, the NPP was in government for 8 years? What did they do for the people of Akwatia that is so sterling that you want to give them a second chance? They had 8 years in government. They couldn't do much for you. It's easier for you to align with the NDC, who have made a promise and have started working that promise even before you vote.
Evita.
This morning, my sister decided to talk about Akwatia in a manner I wouldn't have advised her to. But, well, she's not actually here to do my bidding, so she's entitled to her opinions. But you see, in this country, today happens to be 1st September, right? The government is already telling us that the pumps, we'll see some increases at the pumps. I don't know if she's aware.
Fuel pumps.
Yeah, and it was said to be attributed to the falling of the cedi. I don't know if she's aware. Maybe they can look at that one. It will help all of us. We are all interested in seeing that fuel prices are cheaper. So, my sister, maybe you will have to tell Ato that he's no longer forcing and the cedi is depreciated. Now, I'm aware that over 22,000 people in OT region have also been exposed to typhoid. I don't know what their government is doing about it. Maybe if they are not aware, I'm bringing it to their attention. It is even said by the OT regional minister that one of their chiefs died as a result of typhoid fever. So maybe they can also look at that one and solve it. A couple of other things going on. I just heard about the nurses, and then teacher training colleges also going to suffer a 50% decrease in admission, meaning that if they used to admit 1,000 students, now they are going to take only 500 students, which is not right. So what they are trying to tell the Ghanaian youth is that whether you are qualified or not, we are not giving you access to further education. I remember our government was trying to initiate or initiated the policy where we train nurses and then we send them abroad. What happened to that? Why can't you, continue in that spirit and create more job opportunities for the youth instead of reducing
There's a policy
quota?
like that by this government.
Yes, so they should concentrate on that and, open the doors for the students to get access to education. I have always maintained that one of the reasons why I decided to campaign for the MPP is because of their free senior high school, because it afforded the female child in my region to have access to education, so that you don't have family members telling you that we are going to prioritize the education of the male child, than you, the female child, because your place is in your husband's house. And so let's try to encourage these young ones that have gone through the SHS, level and are qualified. Let them have access. If your nose, fee, stress, whatever, is one of the reasons why you cannot afford to have these students, please, it's better to swallow your pride and open, the doors for these young people to have access to education. Don't just leave them hanging after SHS. And when you even go and look at the statistics, it's the females that are dominating these areas. So what are you doing? So please, maybe your government will have to take a second look at that one too. And then, of course, the security situation in the country too is worrying. I don't know if it has come to their attention, but I made mention of Teshi and Lugua. I made mention of the Omanjo and then the Soutun people.
The clashes.
Yes. And the unfortunate situation that has been happening in Boko, that the president and his people decided to, make a lot of political capital out of. With the president even saying that his people are known to be very peaceful and that people should learn from them. Today, his people are also in trouble. The Gonja people have had a clash. And we are saying that a lot of people have been displaced. I don't know if they are aware. Some were trying to escape from the battlefield and ended up dying because they wanted to cross a river. And they died.
How did they die?
The boat capsided. I don't know if you are not aware of that story. The boat capsided. I heard they wanted to transit to Cote d'Ivoire. Others too wanted to go to Burkina. Then the boat they were in, unfortunately, capsided and they died. And this happened in Saola Tuna Kalba, in a region where Gonjas are there. So the government, I think they I don't know, but it's like the God of MPP is actually exposing them so early.
Oh
yes. Because see, after they made a lot of political capital out of the Boko crisis, today their MPs cannot go back to their own constituencies. You get it? And
so the
today,
board of MPP is happy?
No, I'm not saying it's happy. He is exposing the double standards of the NDC so that they learn a bitter lesson that it's not everything we politicize. Some things are there when they come up, we face them as a nation and solve them. Let's never ever try to, wear a political lens to solving those kind of problems. And this and many others are going on in the country, and it's like the government is oblivious of all these situations that are happening in the country. Now we go to Akwatia, and what is happening in Akwatia? We all know who Ernest Kumi was. May God continue to rest his gentle soul. A very young man, promising young man. Though I have never had a personal, interaction with him, but from a distance, I can feel his vibration. The vibration is that he's very youthful, he's very progressive, he's one that, has a future ahead of him, a bright future for that matter, ahead of him. I just heard that his test results for his law school is out and he passed. Saw some of his friends congratulating him.
So he was supposed to be graduating?
Yes. It's sad. He has died and left behind a young wife and children, left behind his parents, his siblings. And I just had an interview where they said he happens to be the only eye of the family. The only person who, stands out and is
of
very
his
successful.
Nuclear family or extended family?
I don't know, but that is what I picked up. And this was said by one of his own brothers, his blood brothers. And he was weeping whilst he said those things. You need that one or no. And so it's sad that you have young people dying this way. And I just heard a story that didn't really add up. That 3 days to the demise of Ernest, they saw NDC people erecting billboards, new billboards. So the people who saw it were, agog by the whole situation and were like, what is happening? We are done with the elections and why are you erecting new billboards? And the answer they had was that they should wait and see.
Hey.
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't hear this part.
I didn't.
Oh, yes. Yes. They said they were erecting some billboards in a community called Boabo or Boa something.
But that can be checked. Because
it can be verified.
Yes, you don't erect billboards.
And this was said
without paying for the local assembly must have received payments of that. So we can verify the dates.
That is good.
That the billboards were erected, and then we can verify your statement.
This statement, I actually had it from the women, the supposed women they said hooted at their general secretary.
So these women are the same people who said that 3 days
supposed
to the elections.
Because they were asked in an interview that, why were you hooting at Asiedun Ketia? Because that was all we saw. We just heard that Asiedun Ketia was hooted at. But then they wanted to find out more. And these were some of the response that we had. Apart from they erecting billboards before the young man's demise, we also heard from our executives that Asiedun Ketia and his entourage, including the aspirant from their side, was wearing unapproved, quote-unquote, attire to the funeral grounds. Now, we all know their accounts and their culture. When it comes to funerals, they have a way of dressing. Normally, if they don't even tell you that wear black or red, you automatically know that you'll be wearing black or red. Now, it's not common in my area, the northern part of Ghana, that when you are going for a funeral, it is strict. Like, it is strictly for you to wear a certain attire. We don't really bother ourselves on that. But I came here and I learned that. And so whenever I go for a funeral, I make sure I wear dark colors. It's either black or I'm wearing red with some black in it. Let's respect people and their culture. Now, let me go back to Asiedun Ketia and his entry with his entourage. I heard Asiedun Ketia was wearing a multicolored shirt. The MP who is also contesting our current parliamentary candidate was also seen wearing a pink shirt. Now, all these things didn't sit well with the people because they were like, you are aware that we are going to have a 1 week funeral observation for this young man. Why are you in this attire? Even if you were not even told, and you go to the funeral grounds and you saw a lot of people wearing, something should prick your mind and to tell you that, look, I'm not well dressed for this function. Let me go and get something else. But you defied all these things. You went ahead to enter and you decided to crown it all up by, doing the killer sign. Like, what is that? What does that mean? Asiedun Ketia is an experienced politician for that matter. That some of these things are not supposed to be, exhibited by him. He's so experienced.
Okay. No,
he is even a Busiapenini for the NDC, so he should know.
No accused you of emotional blackmail. Trying to use the demise of Ernest, even on posters, some used his pictures in the shadows of the hopeful, and the funeral, the 1 week fixated at that time and within the campaign period. Are you also learning something that, apart from the optics of the NDC that you didn't like, are you also learning that maybe sometimes in the heat of the moment in the campaigns, when under situations like this, you shouldn't be fixing such programs there, because it looks like in Ghana, during elections, we all lose our sensitivity, both the NDC and PP.
You're trying to make what Asiedun Ketia did at the funeral grounds to amount to nothing baffles me. I talked about the sign he made. What does that mean?
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm
yes,
just saying.
it is wrong.
I'm just saying.
Let's call him out and shame him.
That's
and let him know that he has gray hair now. His way of politicking should show. He's even aspiring to become a flag bearer of the NDC.
Has he told you that?
I said he is aspiring.
Has he told you that?
We are hearing rumors.
No, but you
at least I should be interested in what is happening in my opponent's camp.
He has not told you that.
He hasn't. But they always say action speaks louder than words. We've seen the Cold War between him and whoever. We've seen everything. But we are just laying low and watching. There's time for everything. We'll have a bite at that at the right time. But the fact of the matter is that Asiedun Ketia
is this the shirt?
It's an experience.
Hold on, is it the shirt the candidate was wearing when he came for the 1 week celebration? What you describe as pink?
Yeah, that's
the shirt.
They said he was wearing pink.
Pink
I don't know
shirt.
if it is exactly this or not. I am speaking.
It must have been this.
Yes. So if you are wearing this pink to a funeral ground, it doesn't make sense. So that is what I'm saying.
Okay, wait. So
he himself.
I don't know. Can I have the video of the Asiedun Ketia's attempt to attack him? Yes, I'm sure that I want to see if this shirt or Asiedun Ketia's this sign.
It's not funny, Annie. It's not funny.
It is funny.
You are
to me.
mourning your loved one, and someone comes in with that sign. What does that mean?
Entered the funeral grounds with a sign.
Yeah.
Or at the entrance with a sign, because your
Annie, please.
Your organizer said when you got to the entrance, he was doing that sign.
Yes. He started, when the people started hailing him, of course, they've seen the mosquito around, so they want to hail him. It is fine. But to do this, no, let's not go there.
So the woman
let's
so the
call
woman
him
who was
out.
attacking or attempted to attack him, she was outside when Asiedun Ketia got there. Was she there?
I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't know where she was exactly, but all I heard and saw was that there was a woman who got infuriated by his actions. Yes, and she was right. She was right. You know, in communication, we have both verbal and non-verbal communication. In as much as we emphasize on the verbal communication, you can never ever do away with the non-verbal communication. Because with that one, a lot of things that you may want to, you know, pass forward without deliberately trying to make it obvious, okay, you pass it through the non-verbal. And that is exactly what he did. That is why I'm telling you that he is an experienced politician. And that I never expected him to do those things. He has actually, you know, lost all the respect I had for him. I'm not lying about that. I've always respected him. I've always held him so high. I've always seen him as a seasoned politician. I've always seen him as a father figure. But for this, to go to a funeral grounds and do these things, knowing very well that the wife of the deceased is there, his children, his family, what kind of life is that?
But no, this sign, and
maybe she can tell us what that means.
This sign, you've tried to explain it. I mean, it is very synonymous with Asiedun Ketia. We've gotten used to it on his campaign.
Like I said, it's just a playful sign.
Yes, but I'm saying,
but why is it that he didn't do it at their funeral grounds?
I'm sorry.
At the Gallant 8, why didn't he do that?
The point I want to make is, regarding the circumstances that we're dealing with, it's someone's death actually, and this person happens to be in an opposition party. So going to his funeral and someone spotting you do that sign, emotional intelligence should have told Asiedun Ketia that maybe at the time it was not, you know.
It's people who were doing it.
It was not so.
And typically when they do it, what does he do? He responds. I just want to speak to some of
Do you have evidence to back that people did that? No, I'm not done with my submission. Okay, I don't know why you want to address what I said.
You're not done. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I called her in. But
yes. So you see, what he did, let's all call him out and condemn him, because we never saw him do those things at the funeral grounds held for the Gallant 8. We never saw him do that.
Okay. Let's watch this video. I want us to watch this video. Okay, so that's the video that's been trending on social media.
I don't know why your producer has the difficulty of,
Maybe you can
retrieving
produce it for them.
No, I saw it, Facebook. I saw it. And the man actually made those signs. There's no need for anybody to lie. For what? There is video evidence. But you see, we are not forgiving him for this. And I can tell you that the NPP as a political party feels disrespected by the very actions of Asiedun Ketia. And you see, my sister decided to take a swap at my candidate. In fact, my own boss.
A swipe at who? Baumia?
Dr. Baumia.
Okay.
That he made some utterances that didn't sit well. Listen, my sister, myself and you sitting here, we are not previewed to some information. I know it will be so unethical on the part of the family and on the part of the party to make available the autopsy report of the deceased person. But who told you that maybe my candidate said this based on some evidence that he has? The man in question himself admitted to the fact that the NDC tormented him. Didn't you see the video? Did you see him saying that they have really tormented him and that even if they want, they should take all the seats? They should take everything. This is a frustrated man. This is a man that was in pain. This was a man that was crying out loud for help. Look at what the NDC did to the man. And you're telling me that my candidate shouldn't have. He said it and he will say it and say it again. Because there is evidence.
Evidence that what?
The evidence that the man himself admitted that they tormented him because of that seat. That the NDC made sure that he had sleepless nights throughout.
So the allegation that's coming from Dr. Baumia, like we are hopeful of.
I'm saying that we are not
accusing the NDC of being the cause behind Ernest Kumi's death. Do you agree? Do you think it's the right thing?
Do you know how close Dr. the young man was?
I'm not even going to contest the relationship between the two of them. I'm just saying that you think that it is right for Dr. Baumia to be making such comments.
I am not in the position of saying whether he is right or not, but I'm telling you that it will be unethical for us to probably bring out autopsy reports. But if only autopsy report is anything to go by. And if only the relationship that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia had with the young man is anything to go by. And if only the utterances that came out from the young man's own self, that the NDC actually tormented him throughout the elections and, after the elections. If all those things are anything to go by, then I think that whatever Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia said is pointing to something that we should be investigating.
The autopsy report.
Instead of, yes, we should be investigating.
Do you have access to the autopsy reports?
I don't. That is why I said it would be unethical for us to make it public.
But do you know what's contained in the autopsy
I don't know.
report?
That is why I'm saying that if all those things, the things the young man himself said post the elections, I'm coming.
No,
you see, I cited instances where he said,
if you don't know what's in the autopsy reports, then you can't even say that it's
Good.
anything to go by.
Good. That is why I also cited where the young man himself admitted, made it clear to the public that the NDC tormented him.
Where did he say that?
Oh, he granted, was it an interview or he went for a political talk show on Onuya TV?
Yeah.
He was speaking Chi.
Yeah.
And he even said that, this is coming from somebody who was so traumatized, so depressed, somebody that was, stretched.
He said it's on UTV, that he was traumatized.
Was it UTV? I don't know, but it's a Chi speaking
platform. Okay, I don't know.
Yes, he said those things.
Said on that platform.
That what the NDC did to them doesn't really, the man was speaking out of frustration, and you could see clearly from his face when he was speaking that he was not a happy man. Why?
Okay, Tabitha, let's be careful.
No, we are not going to be careful.
I'm sorry.
If that video is anything to go by, that's what I'm saying. If that video is anything,
the one that he was claiming.
The man himself said that he was traumatized and, bullied by the NDC post the elections. Then why can't we say that it is the NDC that dug that, grave for him, the untimely death for him? Why?
Well.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, no.
That I have to sit here
let me do. I'm sorry. I'll get back to you. But I'll get back to you.
That's what I will build an argument on.
Tabitha,
palpable.
Look at this video.
No. You are not in the position of telling me.
No.
I will prove it.
Okay. Sorry. So this is one of the videos trending. So we want to seek.
What I won't be yes, I bring yes here. If you take one and one, we are saying, that is what you want to say. I what I won't be yes, I bring yes here. If you take one and one, we are saying, that is what you want to say. What I won't be yes, I bring yes here. If you take one and one, we are saying, that is what you want to say.
So this is where he had gotten to the funeral grounds, right, Tabitha? And he was doing that sign. Oh, I'm talking to you.
Yep. Yes.
That's the video you're talking about.
Yes.
And the women obviously were above, explaining. Well, that's what he did. That infuriated them.
Yes.
So they thought that would give them the right to physically assault him.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm not saying, were they really physically assaulted?
No, they were attempting to.
Attempted, yes.
Did you
but
not
you
see
said
that
physically assaulted. These are two different things.
No, I said, did they think that would, or that should give them the
It infuriated
the right
them. It
to
actually got
physically
them.
assault?
No.
Okay.
Look, let's be very distinct here. The people were mourning. They were mourning the death of their loved one, and then you come and do this. Let's be more human.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be more human. Look, I was very careful with the gallant eight. Very careful with my utterances. These are people's husbands. These are people's children. It can happen to me. It can happen to anybody.
It doesn't look like you're being careful with Ernest Kumi's
No.
comments.
No. With the way the man, conducted himself, a grown-up man for that matter, a veteran, he's a veteran. I never expected that from him. That's why I'm telling you that. All the respect I had for him, sorry, is zero now.
Okay.
No. She says all the respect she had for Chairman General is zero now. The respect I have for her and Baumia is beyond zero. I don't know where to start measuring it from. This is a respectable platform. Metro TV is a respectable platform. When we sit here, let us debate facts, not lies, not sensational, childish utterances.
Hey, childish.
You cannot tell me.
You need to
Can
retract.
You calm down
no,
while
I'm not calming down until you retract that childish.
Can I finish my submission?
No, you have to
speaking,
retract. But you cannot insult me.
I didn't interrupt you.
Annie didn't pick on that, I have picked on it. And you need to take that.
You sat here.
No.
You told us.
Hold on.
No.
If she finds the childish statement as offensive, please withdraw.
No, I'm sorry.
You won't.
I do not base my utterances on what she finds offensive.
Thank you very much.
We are speaking
We know how to go from here.
We are speaking
I said we know how to go from here.
No. Let me finish my submission.
We know how to do it.
I did not echo her when she was making her submission.
Thank you.
Tabitha, hold on.
You see,
hold on.
Let me explain.
You started, let me tell you something. You started by even respecting the platform. And it's not just about the guests on the platform, it's the viewers as well. There are some viewers who actually support her. You don't even know them. So by the respect you even have for the
There
viewers,
are viewers who
please,
support
and the
Chairman
respect
General.
you have for
There
the
are
platform,
viewers who support
it's
the
okay.
NDC.
But no, but she didn't. But she didn't insult at any
hold
point.
on,
So
hold on.
Let's
listen.
No,
listen.
no.
If you come
no.
and sit here, where did she pick her news from? You told us that these women accuse the NDC.
I'm going to allow you. No, I'm going to allow you.
No.
Hold
but
on.
I have to.
I'm going to allow you to explain
exactly where that is coming from, right? You cannot tell me that you picked the women there who attacked Chairman General, who were violent thugs, attacked Chairman General. You sit here and you support them. You go further to tell us that
no, she didn't support them. She explained why they did that.
She aligned with them. She supported it. And she called out Chairman General. She even called all of us. Listen, you tell me that these women there told you that the NDC had already started campaigning before your candidate's death. You also go further to even accuse the NDC of being responsible for the death of your candidate. And you tell me that you got all of this information from these women who were thugs, violent thugs attacking Chairman General. So you pick your news from the streets. You do not stick to the facts. You came here to accuse the NDC based on gossip, based on lies that were peddled. How does that make any sense?
No.
And you expect me...
I agree. No. I agree with you. No, I agree with you. No, I wanted you to explain.
You go on
and then I will still come
with
in.
Your presidential candidate made statements.
Just please, with all due respect.
Exactly.
You may disagree. You may disagree
for
with
calling
her.
out her lies?
No. You may disagree with her, but there are some words you shouldn't use on your co-panelist, please.
Words like accusing the NDC.
It's okay. You disagree with that. And you can use your facts to disagree, but do not attack her personality.
TV.
It's okay.
Your personality is questionable if you can base your argument on lies.
No, don't call her childish.
Your
don't
personality
call
is
her
questionable. If you can base your argument on lies and pedestrian gossip.
No, don't make it any more difficult. Just withdraw, please.
I'm sorry, there will be no withdrawal. I'll be proceeding with my argument.
Okay, continue.
These women are not credible sources of information. There's no way you can tell me that based on what these women said. Look at them. They were rowdy, they were violent, they acted completely out of turn. 8 people harassed Hawa Kumsin. What happened to them? They were convicted. They were put before court. Your members of your party violently harassed Chairman General, and you tell me that it's okay. You justify it. You go further to tell me that the NDC was responsible for the death of Ernest Kumi. You refer to an autopsy report. Where is the autopsy report? We are conjuring stories now and defending our parties with that. Why can't you stay if you cannot find facts?
She said she doesn't have the autopsy report.
She hasn't seen it. So why is she referring to it? You don't have the autopsy report. You haven't seen the autopsy report. You haven't seen the cause of death. But you base your argument on that. And you reference the same document that you haven't seen. Are you being honest and truthful? Why? Just for the sensationalism of it? Are you telling me that you cannot find any real facts to base your arguments on apart from lying? That is what she has sat here and done. Lied to the good people of Ghana. Disrespected the viewers. Disrespected Chairman General. And gone further to accuse a whole political party. Telling us that your candidate, Dr. Bawumia, is privy to some information that we are not aware of. Produce it. If we call you to court now to come and prove the allegations that you have sat here and made, these are serious allegations. We are talking about a human life. You cannot just tell me that by the mere action of contesting electoral results, the NDC has done something wrong. Is this the first time that there's been any such contest? We had Jachikwesin. How long was he in court for? Even Joe Mahama was taken to court for some 8-12 months, dragged through court. His governance, the whole governance architecture, ground to a standstill while you were in court against him. Did we say the NPP has done something wrong? It is part of our democratic process. We go through that. If you have grievances, if you have reservations about election results, you take it through the right process. And that's what the NDC did. What about the other constituencies that were contested? Some of which ended up Some went to the MPP, some went to the NDC. Are you telling me that in that situation, in the situations where the MPP has contested electoral results, are you telling me that they did something wrong or they caused someone's death? There was a time they imprisoned someone in this country, resulting in his death. Did we at any point accuse the NPP of such outlandish, did we make such outlandish allegations? No. I need her to provide evidence of this accusation. Your member of parliament goes to talk about intimidation coupled with sleeplessness, raised his pressure, and 26 days after that, blah, blah. Then you sit here and you support such nation-wrecking comments. These are comments that create unnecessary tension and problems in our democracy. What she and her presidential candidate have done is directly undermine our democracy. Disregard the intelligence of Ghanaians. Disregard our entire electoral process. And make allegations that they cannot even provide any evidence for. This is what I referred to earlier as emotional politics. In everything she said, there wasn't one single message for why they should vote for you. Your only allegation here is that the NDC caused the death of Ernest Kumi, who had many friends within the NDC, by the way, who have continued to sing his praises even in his demise. And then you sit here.
Actually, that's true.
I'm surprised that you didn't ask her to provide the report.
No, but you saw me do the cross-examination with her. I'm just saying.
Because that is the document she has referred to.
Yes, but she admitted that she didn't have the document. Then I even proceeded by saying
how
that
can you make
then
such
you
a
cannot make reference to
it.
I can understand where you're coming from.
You make this allegation,
but I'm just saying
you have absolutely
that
no
if someone
evidence.
makes such wild allegations, it doesn't necessarily mean that you also have to play to the same gallery.
Question
I mean,
of
the platform cannot stand by a comment that says that your comments are childish.
We have to communication practices a lot. I'm a student of communication, well trained at the University of Ghana. Yeah, you can laugh about it. My professors are watching.
Then you cannot apply it. They need to call you and give you a serious...
I think you should stop heckling me, my lady. Okay. It still shows the people your questionable character. Because the whole time you were speaking and making these outlandish allegations,
you were quiet.
Okay. I allowed you to land. I allowed you to sit here and lie to Ghanaians because I knew that I'll come in and make my case. I knew that I'll come in and correct it. I didn't heckle you. You are behaving like the women who accosted Chairman General. Violent heckling with no basis at all. Making allegations that hold no value. You mentioned security.
According to her, they had a basis.
And yes, let's go back to the security allegations that she made. When there are security problems within this country, it is unfortunate for all of us because it creates a situation of a bit of fear among the population. If you go to the recent security report that was released on Ghana, he made reference to it, where security has been declining. That particular report, Safety and Security, was released for 2025, right? All the indices are recorded in the previous year. All the indices that feed into that report, the indicators, in fact, they are grouped into different areas: domestic and internal conflict, social safety and security, all of that. All the data that fed into that report, 2025 GPI report, it came from 2024. In 2023, Ghana dropped. 2023, Ghana dropped what? 50th position or something. 2024, 55th position. 2025, 61st position. Let's not politicize occurrences that we're all supposed to be working to improve. Because at the end of the day, you are condemning your own government without even realizing it. The 2025 report collected data from previous years. Was it the NDC that was in government in those previous years? No. So you are literally implicating your government at the same time. They showed the video of the harassment. All we see are hooligans. thugs, harassing. You complain of some people are wearing colors you don't like. Really? Are you telling me there's no MPP person at that funeral who was not wearing black? People were wearing green, blue, yellow, white. I saw people behind MPP persons who were campaigning wearing white. How will you explain that to? So just because someone showed up wearing a color that you do not like, you are harassing the person, trying to throw the person out of the premises, making all kinds of pronouncements, claiming that you did not invite him to the funeral. Are you the one supposed to invite him before he comes to express his condolences? We are all mourning with the deceased and the family of the deceased and the party of the deceased. Before his demise, that seat was heavily contested by the NDC. So you are not going to tell us that at this time, the NDC should not contest that seat. But if you come and blame the fact that the case was in court for the reasons why this gentleman, this fine gentleman, ended up dead, then you are playing terrible, toxic politics. So you yourself, you are a danger to the security of the nation because you are creating undue tension with false information. Okay,
let me do this quickly and take a breather. Annie, Greater Accra region, the Ga say Obake and the Ga Dangbe say Moye. Both groups are the custodian of the land. Hence, the minister should have rather called for these two greetings to replace Akwaba, not only Obake. You say, Gaji sent this in. I don't know if I should mention it, but he says that, welcome, Annie, in whom I'm well pleased. Ernest passed the papers he wrote, but he didn't finish writing all the law papers before he passed away. Oh, okay. Thank you for that information. Annie, the video, so someone sent me a list of universities and their admission, and I think that goes to Tabitha's comments, of all colleges of education and the admission list 2022-2023 academic year. And he sent that to me because of time. I can't read over. Evans Dinko Garim says that, Annie, please do not let Tabitha get away with this. The NDC government has not placed any quota on any institution. The document above is the quota system the NPP government was doing. Remember, the Mills Mahama government abolished in 2009 from the Kufuor administration. Annie, the video, Asidin Ketia was wearing black smock, not multicolored, you say. Okay. Annie, good morning. The NDC is not the NPP, where thugs were recruited to brutalize and kill innocent people because of an election. The empty threats by some NPP executives are nothing but useless talk. You say it's only the strategy to reject the outcome of the by-election, knowing very well that they have already lost in advance. The people of Akwatia are embracing the remarkable reset agenda with confidence, you say. Annie, good morning. The NPP are now ghosts of themselves, so they will say anything, but Ghanaians know them now and will never give them power. Again, from Haruna Alhaji Ashaman. Fafa said, please, tell Tabitha that Honorable Kwesi went through worse situation. Ernest was never humiliated in Parliament, but James was, or Fafa, well. Lawyer Nweke, good morning to you. It says that please advise your panelists to consult their lawyers and party lawyers regarding some of the things they plan to say. Okay. Lawyer Kojo, thank you for that. From Mystic, Wanda Avuko says, inside and Soma Duejui, good morning, Annie, and your panelists. The NPP, Tabitha, in your studio, is in a state of confusion. If I may ask, were the women who attacked the host and hosted, you wanted to write hooted, at the NDC, assigned to check dress codes at Ernest Kumi's program, Dr. Baumia would never cease to amaze me. Dr. Baumia, okay, that one I won't mention it. Annie, good morning. Good morning, Annie. It's so unfortunate that I'm so shock-priced, you see. at what the lady is saying in your studio, which of the ladies are you talking about? Is it a lie that Ernest was remarking on Ablikuma North candidate issues on the video she referenced? A, Jomama was in court for almost 8 months and did not die from heart attack. Honorable Judge Question went through hell. The president then, the whole lawyer of his high reputation, went to Asing North to tell them that Judge Question will be jailed and hence they should not vote for him. And she has high respect for even him. Annie, childish is what we see at the statement to be. That is not the person, but our appreciation of her comments. Eugene, Sean Elliott, thank you. You are trying to assign that it's to the comment. Well, that's what she said. But I mean, if the person who is at the receiving end says she's offended, that is not contestable. But Honorable Aquinas, Honorable Aquinas, that was not an attack on your person. Honorable Aquinas, Shatta 1, he says that MPP never ceases to amaze me. They've quickly forgotten what they took Question through, accusing them of murder and calling someone childish, which is serious. You say.
Cases, some of them are still pending in this 2025.
She disrespected her sibling Ketia. Childish comment is not an insult. Accusing the NPP who have killed, Question went through a lot. This seems to have reminded a lot of people of the Question situation. Israel, good morning to you. He says that, okay, Israel, I've heard you. I've heard your comments. But let me just take a quick breather. Okay, I'll read this. I'll read this before I go for break. Good morning, Annie. Perhaps it may help repeating your cardinal guide. My lecture, Austin Gami, good morning to you. I've seen your comments. Let me take a breather. I'll be back shortly.
For ye mama kwaba eba children's palace nkwala nyema nyina fie enye yonkwala ntade mani mema nyina ntare nyina wase yonkwala shoes yonkwala duane yonkwala wipes nkwala diapers nkwala toys baby cot in fact bibia opama omanyina obenye biwa ase.
Located at East Legon Hills, Nana Chrome KFC. Contact us on 059 6377 172. Children's Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye bye.
Wabedum time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwaya mabesisia. Abozig. Akache say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey. But I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji. Dabio, baby wom. Ready. Hey, baby wom. Ah, Aji. I'll cause some discomfort. Sorry, well, uncle, where would the dad? Why your funeral? At to phone for Aerofield Trading. Sorry, it killed them all.
No mum share Nanda Daya was mosquito call is to do woman. Na say spray with them, sir. Try sima a dronum and sana ko dynamo.
And Kratoi FDA Ajatum.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy mouthful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is several buying, a man swing, Nesasu Mama Hoto so a will bedroom.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Some loves are born in the blink of an eye.
I've been madly in love with her since the first time I saw her. Then let's get married today.
I'll be the happiest woman in the world by your side.
And they kill your soul in a flash. Televisa presents You Are the One. Angela dreams of keeping her promise to be a great doctor and help her people. To Alvaro, ambition is stronger than his dream. And this greed will lead him to commit the worst betrayal to the woman he loves.
I will have a husband no matter what.
Samantha, will you please marry me?
Turning all her dreams into painful disappointments and dangerous consequences.
I've been waiting for you to answer my calls, Alvaro. I haven't heard anything from you. I've sent you so many messages, but you've never responded.
Have you left the bus station?
I just want to pay my debt and get out of here.
Her photographs are going to sell fast and she will be our...
Premiering on Monday, 1st September 2025 at 8 p.m. You Are the One. A love story full of suspense and intrigue. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. All right, we'll be wrapping up pretty shortly. We have a few minutes to go. I still have Tabitha Apianyele Ayila with me, and also No Falong with us here in the studio. No, were you on the floor before?
Yes.
Give me this chance to read this. This is from my lecturer, okay. And I'd like to maybe share the information with you. It will be helpful, and maybe you may want to take a course in the Ghanian Institute. It's an ADR institute.
I see.
So it says, good morning, Annie. Perhaps it may help repeating your cardinal guide before the program begins. Listening and speaking skills may help them. All participants should use the GHOST protocols to enable we, the listening public, to benefit from the program. Austin Gami, good morning to you. And thank you for the message. All that you've written is very technical, so I'm sure I'll explain to them later, and they will enroll and learn as well. I have some messages I haven't read, but let me just give you the chance to do the wrap-up. Okay, Henry, good morning. He says that Henry says the NPP and Kennedy Japan can't intimidate anyone in Akwatia. That comment was not meant to make him popular in his domain and nothing more. Was meant to make him popular in his domain and nothing more. Akwatia is green, you say, and so shall it be. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Tabitha, let me give you the chance. I think 2 minutes each and then we'll land.
Yeah, so, Annie, you see, it's unfortunate that Nguyen decided that she wouldn't withdraw the word childish.
Comments. Childish comments.
Yes. It's unfortunate because it says a lot about who she is than who I am or who she tries to manipulate the listening Ghanaian to reduce me to. Her inability to be emotionally intelligent enough to make her submissions without using that word says a lot. It tells me that all that I said hit her so hard, and I'm happy that it went deep down into her brain to actually cause her a reset. Because a lot of people are giving me messages that they don't know her like this. So probably she has had a real life reset for people to know her true colors. I'm coming, please. Annie, don't make any justifications here, because she has decided to reduce yourself and your platform to these things, and you allowed her to insulting somebody, to be childish. And you tell me, if I ever called you out as a childish host, how will you feel?
Precision.
No. Her reckless tongue. Her reckless tongue. No. Annie, please, don't try to hold me, because you could not hold her.
You are here to be held.
No,
and so
you should have done that to her.
I did that, and she refused to.
She refused. I have also decided to refuse.
No, but you can't,
because you have told me that I can actually push the boundaries. You allowed her push the boundary, manipulated you into accepting her use those words here. The best you could have done was to tell her that, look, if you cannot retract your word, you can as well move out of this place. Because I remember a similar incident happened here, and ever since, that said person has been denied or has not come here again, to the extent that I even heard that somebody said they don't want to see her on this platform because she used some words that didn't go down well with yourself and with your team here. And so if you have actually allowed her use those words here,
I will plead. I will plead with you.
I am personally.
I'm hosting this program.
I am personally
I'm hosting this program.
Okay.
And you will not take control of
Definitely.
Hold on. You will not take control of the talk.
Which I have never done.
And you will not do wrong comparison.
And I will not also allow you
Can you
me.
please allow me to speak?
Can you also allow me to bring out my... No, but because what you did over here is totally wrong, and I'm not going to accept it.
Sabitha,
since she
want
said...
us to close the program?
Oh, if you want us to close it, we can close it.
Please.
Because
can you allow me to speak?
Definitely.
Thank you.
But everybody is seeing...
Can you allow me to speak?
Speak.
Thank you. She who made a comment, when I was trying to draw her mind to withdraw the comment, she actually said it's a childish comment. She didn't say you are childish. She said your comment was childish.
And you understand
English
language.
Then
don't let her reduce you
I'm
to
sorry.
this.
Then she insisted.
Don't allow her manipulate you into accepting this insult.
First of all, you know you have even insulted me, and I haven't. No, you have.
I haven't.
You have. Maybe you should play back what you just said a few minutes ago. I'm not going to drag.
I haven't.
However, she kept quiet and listened to why I said she should withdraw, and then she went ahead to explain. So what you do is, when I want to speak, you will allow me to speak. If you think you want to say what you want to say, that's fine. I will allow you. I cannot control what comes out of you. I can only listen to you and make corrections if if there's a need. Do you understand? So please, don't take control of the talk and shout down either on me or any of the guests. If you want to have any opportunities to speak, that's fine. You can do that. But don't do comparisons that are not that. Hearsay is not what you have to go with. And it looks like you're using too much hearsay on the platform.
I have never really said this until it happened to me here. That is why I'm saying it. So maybe if you're not aware, this is the word out there, that at times you actually allow your guests to insult and attack their colleagues. And that is wrong. I have never experienced it. It's today I have experienced it. And so even though I have heard I never made anything out of that. And you can testify. I never made anything out of that until I had this first-hand experience from her. But then it's okay. I have decided to ignore that part of her. If she decides to reduce me to that, that's her. And I'm happy that it kicked her medulla oblongata to get her to say
your time
these
is up.
things.
No.
And another thing.
Your time is up.
Please,
no.
let's.
The time is more than up.
It's not more than up.
You see, she said what she said hit me so hard.
The DVLA office you lied about over here, it was not built by your government.
What is going on here?
The DVLA government office that you said your government commissioned, was it built by you people? Was it built by you? Check.
Tabitha, you'll allow her to speak.
Oh, definitely. Just that this lie has to be exposed.
No, go ahead.
The lies she has told and her ignorance of our history.
Your ignorance, rather. You should be informing yourself first thing in the morning before coming here.
Has reduced her before the eyes of the viewers, not me. I also just want to mention that as they go into the polls in Akwatia, vote for development, vote for a future of jobs and development, vote for the NDC. I would also like to mention, this morning we missed a very important update. Yesterday, the Ministry of Education released a statement, 50% reduction in tuition fees for nurses. 50% for the 2025-2026 academic year. That's 50% reduction in their school fees. It's out there. The information is out there. There are some people who pay as much as 5,000, some institutions per semester, some almost 4,000 per semester. All those people are going to be paying half of those fees now. It shows a clear commitment of government, a broader commitment to improving education, access to education, and reducing the financial burden on the ordinary Ghanaian, and making health education in general more accessible. There's a clear and seamless convergence of policy and political will. There have been many good developments in the educational sector. We've seen the no-fee stress policy where more than 50,000 students have been reimbursed already. Over 1 billion cedis has been released for the free SHS. Capitalization grant arrears have all been cleared. Government is showing a clear commitment to improving the lives of Ghanaians and stabilizing the country and the economy that was abysmally managed in 8 years.
Okay.
Thank you to Metro TV and thank you to our viewers.
Okay, and you're welcome to the platform as well. Tabitha, as well, thank you. Someone has sent me a message and I would like to read this message. I don't normally do this. She says that, she. I call her Babs. She's called Babs.
Babs, what?
Yes, she's not a politician.
I know, but let's know her.
How do you want to know her?
Oh, why not? She knows whoever she's addressing.
You're a public figure, so she will know you.
Sure,
but you can't know a private person.
Oh.
Anyway. I mean, private person are entitled to be sending messages, no?
You can carry on.
Okay. So Bob says that, Annie, you carry yourself so well. And if this show is turned into a boxing arena, I don't know how I would have controlled myself. The irony of saying that None is not an emotionally intelligent person. Okay. And she ends it there.
It's not an irony. It's a fact.
It's not an irony.
It's a fact.
Okay.
Don't forget that people watch this show.
Oh, no.
They've watched you, they've watched me.
No, your people
so
will edge you on.
Is with the viewers.
Your people will edge you on. So, of course,
I'm not listening to
we
my
are
people.
all aware that when NDC communicators are done,
NDC
there are people call them and tell them that, hey, insult them. If you don't have any points to exert, insult them.
Tomorrow,
there's no another hearsay. It is a fact.
All your submissions are hearsay.
Tomorrow, the people of Akwatia, allow me. Okay, allow viewers. Tomorrow, I'm sorry, allow viewers. Tomorrow, the people, I'm sorry. The people of Akwatia will vote for the candidates that will represent them well in Parliament. Honorable Solomon Kwame Asumedu is the best man for the job to replace Honorable Ernest Kumi. Votes King Solomon and votes number 1 on the ballot. Master Planner is the one sending this in. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. I have a number of messages. I want the short ones. Some are so long. But my time is up. My time is up. So, ladies.
You've been insulting.
I'm grateful for your time.
For so long. You've gone on and on and on.
Insulting
in your last
who?
submission, in this submission, and I've just ignored. You said so many things.
You ignored.
About my tongue, about my...
You
said
ignored.
a lot of things, right? But I'm asking her.
You never ignored anything.
Out there with the viewers.
You started the whole thing.
Next time, learn from this. When you come, it's not, I heard this. This person said that.
No, but you see, it is actually good that I am indicating that I have,
it's like
so that you know,
submitting gossip.
You know,
what are you talking
that should tell you that I am a better communicator. I'm not telling you based on lies. I'm telling you that this is what I have heard, and so we can always try to find out whether it is true or false. That is an intelligent submission. But where I own the message I just got in contact with and make it my own, that will be wrong.
But that's what you did.
No, I never made it my own.
I said, I'm sorry. You use statements.
I said, no,
and you will listen.
I gave you a reported speech.
You don't like listening.
No, I listen.
You don't listen.
Oh, I do.
You don't.
No, Annie.
You're always talking down on people. You don't listen.
Me, always talking down?
Yes, you don't.
Seriously?
When you are talking and someone comes in, also listen to the other voice.
No.
Because it looks like you like listening to your voice rather than listening to others.
You have decided to gang up with her, to attack
me. But you see,
we are told that provoke not. We are told
you said
provoke not. So if you accuse me, or if you sat here and allowed her to provoke me, then you gang up with her to try to make me look like something else. Then you know it says something else.
Legal implications.
Illegal implications. All the submissions you made were baseless. You lied here, right here, that you people built the DVLA office
with nothing.
What is your confirmation? You lied. You have
thank you.
Thank
you for watching, viewers. We will be back with Good Morning Ghana tomorrow. Thanks for watching.